What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of the Rolling North Podcast. Today, we're talking about Week 16, talking about all the games, breaking them down, and we will make our Week 17 picks and preview those games. Before we do all that, though, boyos, how are we doing on this RTN Jersey Day? How are we feeling?
I'd like to answer your question with a question, Jake.
Yeah.
What's in the quick ball?
Oh,
Oh
immediately.
my god, dude, immediate. That's awesome. Is it sports related, my friend?
Yes.
Okay. Is it
Directly
football?
related to sports. Yes. Yes.
Indirectly?
They are both. It is directly affected by football. Yes.
Is it your mental
mood?
state?
No, you guys are on the right track.
Is it a mood ring?
No.
Oh, is it a picture of you? I don't know. I guess.
Are you
No.
somehow inside
Not
the
that something.
Pokeball?
Yeah, are
holding
you
up
in
the
you in
Pokeball?
the quick ball?
No.
Okay.
I am not. There's no.
Is it
magic here.
so? So this item isn't a part of the game of football. It's affected by it.
No, but it's heavily affected by it.
Is it? I don't know, dude.
The fuck does that even mean?
I don't know what that means. I'm not gonna lie. I got no idea what he's talking about.
Yeah,
Well,
just
give us one hint. Give us one hint. Give us one hint.
It's a concept. There's a concept inside.
Sam
this
is in
ball.
there?
Alright,
Not
just-
Sam.
just open the ball, dude. I
Yeah,
don't.
dude.
It's my will to live.
Oh, damn.
Oh, we were close.
Yeah, we were
Yeah.
close.
You guys
Oh,
were
Let me
really
guess.
close.
The ball's empty. It's empty. Isn't
Yeah,
It?
there's nothing in
Yeah.
there.
damn.
My will to live. I
Dude. God damn.
my
All
will
right. Well,
is football.
That's
Okay, well-
insane.
hopefully, Geek will take us on a happier note. How are you doing there, my friend?
I mean, I'm all right. Christmas was a time, that's for sure. Always is.
Yeah.
Oh, look at this, though. You two will appreciate this.
Oh,
Look at this. It's like a,
that's pretty sick.
yeah, it's all made out of
Yeah.
wood and like layered in there. It's
Okay.
super sick. Yeah,
Geek has wood.
maybe. You don't need to air my business out to the internet like that,
Dude, I
Miller.
don't even have to. I don't even have to scrounge that
We
far for the
recorded from the
TikTok clips this
chest up.
year.
There's
Yeah,
like
dude,
two
this is-
already in
You
this
record
episode.
from the chest up.
You just ain't
Listen,
have
for
to air
showing
my
off
business
Christmas
like that.
gifts- For showing off Christmas gifts, I got a second Lego helmet has hit the
Bro got Commander
Shelf.
Cody.
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
the third one's coming. I got the Mandalorian coming.
Nice. My other fun Christmas gift
You've got
is
the Mandalorian on the way, not coming.
I got
Just what?
the Elgato teleprompter for all the videos I'm gonna record, and apparently I can have
Oh,
my
hell
Twitch
yeah.
chat go on the teleprompter, so I can stare into
Yeah.
your
thought
soul
you did
while I
that.
read Twitch chat.
That's dope.
Yeah,
I hate that.
That's
so I'm gonna be
dope.
staring into your soul more often in videos and
Nice.
stuff.
That sucks.
And also during the Geekathon.
Yeah, my thought has I almost want to try just putting the Discord call up on the teleprompters so I'm like remembering to look into the camera sometimes, because when I look at you guys I look up there. You guys are up there.
Yeah.
So,
I was
yeah.
gonna say I have to look down. I got my camera on top of my monitor.
Yeah.
But you can't tell anyways. There's usually glare that covers up my eyes, so you don't know where I'm looking.
My glare's not as bad as yours normally. I don't know how that works, but
Mine's horrible.
that's wild. That's wild stuff.
Yeah,
Maybe it's because you have real prescription glasses. I have blue light glasses.
That might be part of it.
that's part of it. Yeah, I would say that's part of it.
Shaky boy, how you doing?
I'm good, brother. Yeah. I don't know. Christmas is fun. I like Christmas. That's a good. It's a good time.
Jake, I got a question for you.
Yeah.
Are you Jaking hard or hardly Jaking?
I'm shaking hard. I would say.
Okay.
At the current moment.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I've been shaking hard for like the past 3 days, constantly, nonstop.
And by Jaking it, he means
Of course. Of course, I mean, surely.
Hmm.
Oh man, man, we all have penises. Yeah, that's
What the fuck? All right, there's a
We-
third TikTok clip, and we are
Third
5 minutes
TikTok
into this
clip has hit
episode.
the episode.
We are 5 minutes in. This is record
but-
basic.
yeah. But yeah, I got a Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Funko Pop, and now I'm scared he's gonna leave because I got the Aaron Jones jersey, and he left the next year. So I'm afraid this trend will continue.
Vladdy,
And now that I
you
have the
are a
Vladdy-
Colorado Rocky.
Funko Pop, he's gonna leave next year when he's a free agent and
He's
not
so
signed
not a
back.
What's
Colorado
the
Rocky.
Like, who's this guy?
Oh,
He's a
Vladdy?
baseball
Hold
guy.
up.
Do you
He's a
got,
baseball
like,
guy.
Yeah, I'm trying to see.
This is Vladdy.
Well, that's his Funko Pop.
Uh,
You're gonna have to Google him.
okay.
Yeah.
Google Vladimir
Well, no, I
Guerrero
just want to see
Jr.
the Funko.
I don't know. All Funko Pops look the same because
I'm gonna
Funko
be
Pops
honest.
are
I'm
kind of
not really
trash.
that interested in what he looks like in real life.
He
I
just wanted
just
to see the
wanted Jake
Funko
to be
Pop.
able to show off his gift also, because we got to show
Yes.
ours on camera.
That's valid. That's valid.
Yeah.
I wanted you to show off your gift. I showed mine off. Geek showed his off.
Thanks,
his
man.
turn. Trying to
Appreciate
be
it.
inclusive here. God.
Oh
Yeah,
damn! I
I
forgot
know.
to
I
change the
appreciate it, dude.
sign.
Fucking
Yeah.
pissing off over
Uh,
here.
I don't know. I need to change the sign later. I forgot to change the sign.
Do it right now. Do
All
it right now.
You two talk about
is
something
unbelievable
else.
You know what
behavior.
you should do?
Do it
Hold
right
on,
now.
hold on. Can I
Wait,
make
wait.
a suggestion? Can I make a suggestion?
Sure, 'cause I have to
Wait,
find the
can we
letters.
pick what goes on the board? Can we
Okay.
pick what goes on the board?
Maybe.
Okay. No. Can I? Okay. You don't have to keep this on there, but at least for D&D this week, can you just put Sam's name on there and see how long it takes him to notice?
I like that. I like
I will
that. Do that.
text. When are we? Text me before D&D. I'm just gonna leave it like that
Saturday
for now.
this
I
week.
don't care. Text me before D&D.
Okay. I just think he's the only one that pays attention to that. 2 Sam mentions were not even 10.
He doesn't even
That's-
watch the
That's
show.
crazy. He'll never see this. I was
On the
gonna say, he'll never,
never
he'll
seen
never
this.
know.
I wonder if his like brain starts to itch every time we say his name. Like somebody
feel like
somewhere
he
is
has some
talking some
concept
shit
of it.
about me.
I'm being conceived.
I'm being conceived.
Sport ball time.
All right. Are we
It's
talking about
sport ball
football
podcast.
first, or does Jake have
Yeah, I don't
other
know.
sports?
Oh, I don't know. The Raptors are terrible. I can tell you that. They are one of the worst teams in the NBA.
Don't worry, the
They're
Timberwolves are
depressing
worse.
Watch. No, they're not.
Yeah,
They're
because
not
our soul
7-24.
plays in New York,
Um,
so that is worse. Your
The
team just
Spurs-
doesn't have a soul
yeah,
yet.
whatever. Dude.
Our soul's
No.
somewhere else.
I don't know. We do. We have Scotty Barnes.
Okay,
It's just
so you
nobody
still
else
have
around
your
him.
soul. Our soul
Yeah.
is on a different team
He's
being
fun.
awesome, and it's
He's a
depressing.
good player.
Miller, you ever watch
yeah, I
your
don't
best
know, dude.
player? Maybe your franchise's best player ever. I don't know. KG was there for not as long as Cat was. So it's that argument, not how good they were as players overall. But KG's best years were like in Boston. So like, right. Cat might be our franchise's best player. If not, he's a Mount Rushmore player. And he's currently balling out for that team in New York. And that makes
Yeah, no, I can't.
Yeah.
I can't say I've seen that because my favorite team. Number one, I wasn't really paying attention when their best player of all time was there. Number two, their best player of all time retired with the team.
Yeah. I wasn't
Miller,
just talking about
did you-
basketball. I just mean in general. This is a
Miller,
recurring
did you
theme
watch?
for me.
Did you watch the Spurs in the next
Players
game?
don't have good
Christmas?
players, so
That's true.
Damn.
I watched bits and pieces of it. Victor Wemby Bamba really fucking good at basketball. That was my
Yeah,
takeaway.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
this
that
is
was
Like what, 42 and 17 boards or some shit?
Machine did.
watching my franchise's
unreal.
best players ever play for other teams is a curse for me. You know, Adrian Peterson played like 8 years outside of Minnesota. Randy Moss did the same thing. Troy Tulowitzki did that to the Rocket. Like, this is just a curse that I am stuck with. Dude, Nolan
sir.
Arenado right now, he's off in St. Louis being awful. I think it's funny that
Yeah.
Nolan got there and St. Louis started to suck. It'd be funny if the Rockies made the playoffs next year and the Cardinals didn't. So he was just stuck.
Yeah.
It would be funny.
The
It won't
Rockies in the
happen.
playoffs.
Hey man, hey
Yeah.
man, it could happen.
The Rockies in the
won't,
playoffs.
but it could.
It's too soon, dude. There's no way they go from wherever they were last year, the playoffs, in one off season. There's
Just
no
watch.
way.
They didn't even sign anybody. Just watch.
They're gonna run the exact same team back next year.
No, because we let Brendan Rodgers go
No, it's true. Yeah,
for nothing. We just let him walk. We could have traded him
They're a
6 months
disaster.
ago. But,
they're a disaster.
dude, I hate this
So
fucking
the
team.
team. So the team.
Please,
Oh,
get Dick
sorry.
out of Denver, bro.
What?
The owner's name
Who
is
put
Dick
there to
Monfort.
begin with?
Get what out of Denver?
Get Dick out of Denver, bro.
Why are you putting it there?
We're putting that
The
on a
Denver
t-shirt.
consent.
Probably
Get that
not.
out of there. Get that out of there.
Get that out of there. All right, so we're talking about last
put
week's
that there.
games. Broncos Chargers. We talked a little bit last week about.
Did we?
I think so. Maybe not.
I don't remember. That was a whole week ago.
Me and Miller have talked about this game
I
a
was
lot
there.
though, because I was shitting on
Yeah.
Bo Nix
Oh,
for
I
missing
was
the
thinking-
only important throw.
And I was thinking about 2 weeks ago when it happened. We talked about it with Caleb
Yeah.
right after. That's why I was thinking Jake wasn't here for it. I don't know, man.
I don't know.
It was a good ball game. I think we've let this game. I think we've talked about it plenty.
Here's what I know. Denver is in a position to where all they have to do is win a game and they're in the playoffs. And they're going to fuck it up and lose 3 in a row and miss the playoffs.
Yeah.
I understand that maybe the Chiefs don't play guys in week 18, but I also think the Chiefs have shown us they always play their starters in week 18, even when they have the bye, because 2 bye weeks in a row is too much rest and
Bad.
fucks up your guys. So Mahomes and Kelsey will at least play the beginning of that game, and I think it can get out of hand pretty quickly.
Yeah.
Denver's defense
Yeah.
is really good. I don't trust their offense to keep up, which is a problem for this week because they're playing maybe the best offense in football. So,
Who do they play this week?
Bengals,
Bengals.
who are fighting for a
Huh?
playoff spot still. So, the Bengals are
Right.
going to have
Yeah.
Joey B's going to have something going on. He going to be cooking. I don't know. Justin Herbert, good at football.
Yeah, man.
Apparently we're talking
Fantastic
about a
football.
different game.
Tim Harbaugh, fantastic coach. I was
True.
gonna say, that was
Yeah.
2 weeks ago, wasn't it?
No, it was last week.
No, it was maybe 2 episodes ago because we record on
No.
Thursdays.
It was last week. Last Thursday, a week from today, it was that game.
That's insane. That doesn't feel
We
right either.
recorded last week, the week that I was here, and Caleb wasn't
Oh
here.
no, because Caleb
I
was here for the
here.
Broncos bye week.
Yes.
That's right.
Silly goose.
We wouldn't be talking about this game at all today. We wouldn't even mention it if it was
That's
2
a good
weeks ago.
point,
It wouldn't even be on
actually.
a geek screen on Google.
Yeah, that's
Like, it
true.
wouldn't-
All right. We had our first Saturday game of the year.
This is what watching the. I just want to say this is what watching a 6-3 football game in its entirety does to a motherfucker.
Yeah, dude, I shut it off before halftime. I was like, "Yep, this game fucking sucks." And hey,
I had it on the
literally
whole
nothing
time, but I was
happened in
doing
the second
literally
half.
anything else the whole time.
I was gonna say. I watched every second of that game.
The
But anyways, moving on to games that
NFL app
happened,
really tried to trick me that it was a good game. There's 2 minutes left and the Bears are trailing by 3. It's like, yeah, dude, I don't care. There's nothing gonna happen here, man. It's tough. It's tough. Okay. Moving on. First Saturday game of the year. We have Chiefs 27, Texans 19. The Texans are
I
screwed.
didn't watch this game. I'm not gonna lie to you.
The Texans are so screwed. Tank Dell getting hurt. They got nothing. They signed
What's that?
Deontay
Wow.
Johnson.
Yeah, so, Tank Dell isn't going to play until 2026, which is bad.
Really?
Really?
He's expected to miss the entirety. He dislocated his knee, tore his MCL, PCL, I don't know, but yeah, he's done for all
I
of
knew
next
he tore
year.
his ACL. I didn't know it was everything. Holy
Yeah,
sh!
So
everything just
Adrian Petersoned his
have-
knee. He'll be back in 6 months.
Yeah.
Terrible.
He'll be back for week 1.
They
He's not.
believe
He's
he
not
will
that
be
kind of
shut down.
genetic freak. I'm sorry.
Um,
I don't think he's
but yeah,
come back
I don't
that
know.
fast.
I don't know. Chiefs are getting hot at the right time. I mean, we'll talk about that next week.
Yeah.
Probably
They
with
always
Christmas
do.
games. But I mean, I don't know, dude. Comes down to it. As much as you want to be like, hey, the Chiefs are nowhere near what they have been, they're fucking 14-1, dude.
Yeah.
Like,
But
give me a
every
break.
game's a one-score
It doesn't-
game. And everybody has
doesn't-
told me that makes
It
the
takes
Vikings
a
frauds. So,
Football team to win
no,
their games.
no. Everybody
you have to be
tells
good
me
to
the
win those games.
it's no. Apparently, if the Vikings are frauds for winning close, then the Chiefs have to be. Them's the rules.
No, the
They're not-
Vikings are
the Chiefs
different.
are good.
The Vikings
no
are
one
different.
cares about or likes the Vikings. Shut up, little man. Chiefs good.
I get it. You've
Sorry,
never
that was
seen your team
unnecessarily
be good,
true.
but geez, chill out. Bobby Slowick
I
sucks.
will. I don't know. I can't even make a threat. Yes, Bobby Slowick. But PFF man. But PFF employee. PFF employee.
Dude,
I'm sorry.
He
I
was
shouldn't
good
talk shit on
last year,
PFF.
but I don't
love
know what
JPL
happened.
NFL, but
no, we told J
Yeah,
Pal
okay.
we were talking shit on PFF, and he was okay with it. So, Cook.
listen, I think the big problem with Slowick is he's
That he's
calling
bad.
this team or calling the offense like it's a real offense, right? I think a lot of what he was doing would work if they didn't have one of the worst interior lines in the league. Okay, let me rephrase that. It would be passable.
So,
I don't think it would be great. I'm not saying they'd have like a
one
top 5
example off the top of my head.
offense. I'm saying like I think
Is that him again?
Yeah, that was him again. It's fine. No, so the one example I have off the top of my head is the game last week or this week. Sorry, multiple plays in a row. You have every single route going to the middle of the field, nothing to the outside edges at all. So you've crammed it. It's Urban Meyer's offense, dude. It would not be passable. I don't care if you give him God as his all 5 offensive linemen. It wouldn't be passable because he doesn't know a route tree. Like, he actually is Urban Meyering this offense.
so.
It's just the
Let me
difference is
rephrase what I
CJ
was
Stroud
trying
has
to
real
say.
weapons, so it still works sometimes.
Right. Let me rephrase what I was trying to say, because I worded what I was trying to say
Okay.
poorly. I think he's getting so caught up in trying to compensate for that bad line that he's forgetting what he needs to be doing. I think he's so worried about, okay, I need to do whatever I can to make sure this isn't a factor, that he's forgetting, that you have to change things up and keep things spread out, like you're saying, really drawing everything over the middle of the field. You're trying to keep everything together. And like in that situation, the way I would see that have to work all the way across the field because he doesn't have time to do that. He has time to look up and go, there, and then he gets hit. Like, I'm not saying it's right. I'm not saying it's good. I'm just saying I kind of think that's where the progression is coming from, because we've seen him call plays for a good football team.
Yeah.
I don't know. If this is like, I'll put it this way. I don't think it's time to give up on Bobby Slowick. I don't think he's like done horrible fucking Shane Waldron type of play caller, but I am concerned, and I think it's going to hold the Texans back for the remainder of the year. Like, I don't think their ceiling's very high if they go to the playoffs.
Yeah.
If they're leading their division
They're
by a
won the
lot, aren't
division.
they?
Clinched the division already.
Yeah.
Oh, they
They're in.
already won? They clinched it already?
Yeah.
Well, you know what I mean. In the playoffs, I don't think their ceiling's very high because of that. I think that's going to hold them back quite a bit. And I think that's also, to kind of jump over to another talking point with the Texans, I think that's a big reason why Stroud is struggling so bad. The dude's offense, he is dealing with what Caleb's dealing with, and nobody wants to acknowledge it for either quarterback. It's hilarious. Like, Stroud's offensive line is horrific.
Because
And like he
so
obviously is making mistakes.
Yeah.
I was just gonna say, like, he's making mistakes, but I think a lot of that is because he's trying to hurry his internal clock up way too fast to the point where he's not letting himself think anything through. And it's first instinct every single play. And that's never going to work out across an entire season. Like, yeah, you'll be able to make some plays here and there. But if every quarterback was resigned to their first instinct on every player, their first read on every play, that's how you get a lot of really bad forced throws.
Yeah.
That's how you throw balls into tight windows and throw interceptions, make mistakes like what Stroud is doing. And listen, this is coming from somebody who was a lot lower on Stroud than a lot of people last year, saying that being I refused to say he was a top 10 quarterback. And I'm kind of relishing in the fact that he's having a bit of a slump. So the people that were super, super like all over him last year are looking a little silly. But I still think Stroud and Slowick are going to be fine. I just think there needs to be some personnel reworkings up front.
Yeah.
So I think a thing that isn't helping this, at least a little bit, is when people are talking about the bad O-lines thing. So the Bears and Texans are in the bottom 6. So are the Giants, so are the Titans, so are the Patriots. But Giants, Titans, and Patriots for the beginning part of the year, nobody talked about their quarterback play because it sucked. And the Patriots now with Drake May, nobody's talking about it because their season's over and it doesn't matter. And they never gave us hope or whatever. So, like, they've just been back burner. Nobody cares. The other team that's up there is one that knows how to help its quarterback with all of this issue, and it's the Vikings. But
yeah,
Kevin O'Connell's like, yeah, here's how you drop a...
Give him the best wide receiver in football, and sure, that'll work.
Great receivers and a play caller who's a genius, and there you go. It works.
Yeah.
And so it's like, well, if Sam Darnold can do it, why can't Caleb and Stroud? It's like, well, because Kevin O'Connell. Like, I love Sam. And part of it is, like, Sam Darnold's pocket awareness is insane, which is a trait some guys have even if they're not playing great. Look at Trevor Lawrence. Dude can maneuver a pocket like nobody's business. He might not hit every throw right now, but, like, it's one of those things where I'm not saying Caleb or CJ is bad with their pocket presence, but there's levels to it. And Joe Burrow, Trevor Lawrence, and apparently Sam Darnold are on a different level with the just knowing where dudes are at all the time. Which is weird that doesn't always translate into elite play, but, like, it does certainly help.
And
Go ahead.
I also think too, specifically with Caleb and Stroud, you mentioned the pocket awareness, the pocket presence. I think the two of them have issues outside of that. Or I guess not even necessarily issues, just habits.
Yeah.
Outside of that kind of associate or kind of build back into it. Like Caleb, I know people have made a joke about the whole hero ball thing, but, like, it's a real thing.
Yes.
Running, Caleb has to be that.
Yep.
He doesn't have a choice. And then with Stroud, like we were talking about with Slowick regressing as a play caller, he's kind of having to put a lot of the weight on his shoulders, a lot more than he was having to last year. Because last year, while Stroud was playing great, they were able to take a lot of pressure off of him. The defense was able to step up big time. The culture was great in Houston. The vibes were great in Houston. He didn't have a lot to, like, concern himself with, so to speak. And I'm not saying that in the sense that, like, he was running an easy offense or whatever. He wasn't. He was running an NFL offense and he was doing well. I'm just saying, like, the pressure wasn't as tense.
A good coach knows how to
because
make
there were
an
no
offense easy
expectations for the Texans.
Sorry. Discord being weirdly laggy is fucking us up.
Yeah. I was just saying, like, there were no expectations for the Texans last year. No one expected them to be good. They came out of nowhere and were playing great, and that kind of, build up the confidence for Stroud and whatnot. Whereas this year you come in, they're supposed to be favorites for the AFC. They're supposed to be big-time contenders. And now some of the weaknesses on this roster are getting exposed on top of, the stereotypical sophomore slump, teams getting more tape on Stroud and things like that. Stroud just has everything going against him right now.
And then the Texans are insanely
it's tough
injured.
to watch what's unfolding. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, like
that is also
Diggs being gone,
issue.
Tank Dell being gone. I'm trying to go look at who else because I know they have some other guys who
I forgot
are.
Diggs was even hurt.
Yeah, dude, Diggs hasn't been there since like week 8 because he tore his ACL. So
And
Diggs
Nico
is
was
gone.
hurt for a couple weeks too, right?
Nico missed like the entire beginning of the season. Their starting center, Juice Scruggs, is out. So I guess Scruggs is out, and so is Shaq Mason. That's why their interior is so bad. Titus
Yeah.
Howard got benched, so I didn't realize that, but that makes me feel good. Because I remember we argued a little
Not
when he
good.
got paid, because you guys were like, well, he's like a passable NFL guy. And I'm like, no, he doesn't belong here. I was right. Luckily, I was right. I was wrong about a
He
lot of
got
things.
worse. He
Uh,
fell off a cliff.
True.
He was fine
That's
when
fair.
we argued that. Now he's bad.
Oh, sure. Jalen Petre's on IR now, which explains some of their defensive issues. Oh, so is Jimmy Ward. They're missing both starting safeties.
Yeah.
Wow. That's insane. Okay, yeah. So the Texans are just screwed. Hopefully, maybe John Mechie turns into a real football player. And I don't know. What do we say about the Chiefs that hasn't been said? Good at football?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, there was a graphic that went around, I don't know, today when I saw it of like teams that haven't scored 30 points or more in a game, and it's like the Chiefs and then every like bottom 5 team, and everyone's like, "Oh yeah, how is this gonna work in January?" And they're again, dude, they're 14-1. Like
How-
the fact that they haven't scored 30 points and they're 14-1 is still. Maybe it's not like completely. Maybe it's like I don't know a certain amount of games without scoring 30 plus or whatever. Or I don't know. It was some
Pretty
stupid
sure they haven't
stat that was
scored
like
in a single game.
that like grouped them with everybody else, all the bad teams, and people were like, "How is this gonna work in January?" Again, dude, they're 14-1. That should be even scarier with how good their defense is playing. And yeah,
In this three-peat run, they have scored more than 30 points in the playoffs one time. It was the Super Bowl against Philly. Outside of that, they have not scored 30 in a playoff game other than the Super Bowl. It doesn't matter.
I'd
That
like
was
to
my
make a
entire
comment.
point.
in
No, I
that,
know.
Matt.
I was adding to your point is that it doesn't
Right.
like
I would
what-
also.
this
like
isn't
to
going to work
add
in
to this
January.
point.
It has for 2 years. Yes, it will.
Yeah. And I was gonna say the thing people forget about too. I know I talked over you for a second, Geek. There, I apologize.
good.
The Discord lag is also getting to me now. It's a problem. But the thing people forget about with this Chiefs team, this version of the Chiefs team, this dynasty that they're starting to build. I know we all get caught up on Reed, Mahomes, Kelsey, all these electric playmakers. This team has like that old school defensive philosophy where they know that defense wins championships. There's a heavy emphasis on their defense. Steve Spagnuolo, what he's able to do with guys like Trent McDuffie and Chris Jones and Nick Bolton and all these stars that they have on the defensive side of the ball. That's what separates them from teams like Detroit that's able to put up a bunch of points, Baltimore that's able to put up a bunch of points. It's what separated them from Buffalo the last couple years that's always been able to put up a bunch of points. They go into Kansas City, they go up against this elite defense, and then on the other side of the ball, they have to deal with Mahomes. It's not a fair combo. This defense is just as much, not to discredit Mahomes and what they're doing offensively, but this defense, obviously, it should go without saying, is just as important to their run as the offense is. And that's why they're able to win these close games and able to win games without scoring a bunch of points. Because honestly, if they were having to score 30 plus points a game to win a ring, I don't know if they'd be able to. Just because there's a lot of high-powered offenses in the league right now, there's not a lot of teams that have a high-powered offense with an elite defense on the other side.
Yeah, this is true. Actually, right now, who are the teams with a high-powered offense and an elite defense? Chiefs, Eagles, Vikings. Packers sometimes. Their
Yeah.
offense can be elite, and it can also just lay an egg. Same with the defense. It's elite sometimes. The Packers confuse me. I don't know. This isn't Packers hate. This is every time I watch them, they're either the best team in football or so dumb that I don't understand what's happening. And there's no in between. They're never normal.
Yeah.
But that's
They're not
hate
making
to
the
the Packers.
playoffs.
Well, Miller, I hate
they
to tell
already
you.
pushed the playoffs. That is
Technically,
the sad
the
thing that you
Vikings
did.
Don't care.
Yeah.
The
Don't
Vikings and the Packers basically looked at each other and shook hands as we both clinched each other a
They are
playoff
the
spot.
only, they are the Bears are the only team in the NFC North that isn't making it. Miller's just
No.
sad.
Nope. I am going into Roger Goodell's office tomorrow and telling him to rig it so the Packers don't make it.
Who are
Why
you
not the
putting in?
Vikings? Can't you at least be fair?
No.
Because the Vikings
that's getting
earned it.
too greedy.
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah. Who are you gonna put in? Nobody else deserves
Well,
it.
actually, right
You-
now you
You're
know
gonna
who's
tell
not
Roger to
in.
put the Niners in.
You,
No.
yeah,
You know
need
who's
the
not in?
You need
It's
the
the
Seahawks
Bucks.
team. Yeah,
They would be the
still in
closest
their
in line
division.
for it. So
they're winning their division.
they're not currently.
What?
Atlanta beat them twice and they have the same
South-
record.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Because
Okay, well,
Kirk
that was
Falcons
only
did
played good
yesterday.
against the Bucks. When he played against
And what
Tampa, he
was
was insane.
wrong? Anyway, what's the next game?
What's the next game?
Also, I want to make it
football.
clear. I knew the Packers clinched. I don't want to
No,
look
you
like
didn't.
a moron. That bit was
Miller
not
didn't
worth
know. Miller didn't know.
it. I did. No, I just
Miller
hate
didn't. No.
I hate you.
Moving
Take that
on.
stupid smile off your face.
Moving
what
on.
you got to smile about?
The Packers making the
You
Walked
walked
right
right.
into that one. Dude, I fucking picked myself up on my bootstraps and waltzed into that one. I didn't even walk. I
Bro
did a fucking
smiled while he was doing it too. He was
Oh
so
my
happy.
God.
Wow.
That was crazy.
Insane.
Anyway,
Oh.
what's next?
Moving on to our second Saturday game, we had Ravens 34, Steelers 17. The Steelers without Pickens are not a football team.
No, because Russ's ball gets nerfed, and then he can't football.
True. He needs
If
the
you got
moon
the
ball as a
moon ball,
piece.
Russ is not Russ. Yeah, it's the most important part of his kit, dude.
It makes me upset. Lamar is so good
And then
at football.
also, like, the Ravens.
Sorry.
I was gonna say the Ravens are like good at this football thing. Maybe I think. I don't know.
I still don't trust their defense. But
I know.
Yes.
Listen, I know we're only talking about this. I don't either. I was gonna say I know we're only talking about technically, but like I just want to say that throw to Mark Andrews he made.
Unbelievable.
Dude.
Where he bought Mark Andrews enough time to run a fucking wheel route this week, and then the touchdown to Likely. Listen, I want to be the
Unreal.
first to say, okay, I know I wasn't the first on this train, but I want to be the first to switch my standing here. I know I've been on the Josh Allen MVP train. These
Lamar,
last 2
dude.
weeks.
Come on now.
Yeah. I think Josh had an argument until this game that we're supposed to be talking about, and then I think Lamar kind
Oh yeah.
Oh.
said, "All right, let
Dude.
me lock."
He's not going to win it
Like that.
because Josh is going to finish with a better record. And
There it
okay,
is.
Lamar
Yeah.
shouldn't win it because of that, just because I want voters to be consistent with their argument for why a guy won. Lamar won last year because he had good numbers and his team was better, but Josh had better numbers. So it needs to be Josh unless the Bills fall off these last couple of weeks, just because I want them to stay consistent with how they vote on this award. But like
Yeah.
Lamar is probably the most deserving. You could there's a world now where you can argue he's the best quarterback in football. Like the dude is insane.
Honestly, and I'm gonna say this in my chat. If the Bengals make the playoffs, I would vote for Joe Burrow
That's
if
fair.
I had to vote.
That's kind of fair.
Oh,
I think his numbers are good enough to win in the MVP in the current race right now.
Yeah.
But the team just isn't good enough. If they make the playoffs, yeah, it won't happen. But I would give my vote to Joe Burrow if the Bengals make the playoffs.
Yeah.
But my vote is currently with Lamar, and 5 touchdowns.
And then, while we're on the topic of saying things with our chest, I will say with my whole chest, I think it's ridiculous to suggest that anyone other than Patrick Mahomes is the best quarterback on the planet. I think Lamar's incredible. I still think there's a clear gap between the two of them.
I think Mahomes hasn't
think
played
what
one game
Mahomes
this
can
year
do
better
as-
than Lamar. He hasn't made a single throw better than any throw Lamar's made this year. Yes,
Okay,
in
single throw
overall,
is not true.
He's
I
probably
can
made a
guarantee
single throw
you,
better
if
than Lamar.
we went band for band this entire year, if we went band for
it would be Lamar.
band and compared every throw Mahomes and Lamar have made, you said one. I guarantee you, I could find at least one Mahomes throw that would be
Mhm.
better.
Than
At least
every
one.
Lamar throw.
If we're
I don't-
talking just the throw, yeah,
just this year, I don't think you can.
I'll bet you.
All
up
right, let's do
because
it.
That's
There we go.
Oh God. Have fun with that, Miller.
Yeah,
Make that your video
pull
for
out
this
your
week.
NFL Pro class. We are
Okay. We don't have time for this. Oh my God.
no, we're not.
But no,
And listen, that's not to discredit Lamar. I want to make that clear. I think Lamar has certifiably like put himself at QB2, which obviously here on this podcast, we've been saying that for at least the past year. Geek, I know you've been on it longer. I've flipped between him and Allen and Herbert. You know, I kind of jump around with those three, but I think
been stuck on Lamar,
has like solidified himself clearly QB2. And yeah, while I understand that like Mahomes hasn't been the unbeatable god that he has been, you know, in previous years. I understand this has been a down year for him. I think if we're going to look at traits, I think if we look at what makes a great quarterback, I'm still taking Mahomes 10 times out of 10.
It's just my thought. My specific thought is at this point, Lamar is 90% the thrower Mahomes is, but about 8 times as good as a runner. Lamar's better than most running backs, dude.
But to add to that, okay. No, I don't disagree with that. I won't disagree with that. He's incredible. He just, I know, again, we're talking about last week, but this week he set the record.
Yeah.
Has more rushing yards than any quarterback ever now. Yeah. Thank God he finally got that, so I never have to hear about that fucking dog beater again.
Oh, I honestly thought it was Cam.
I hate people breathing his
Cam that had it, so I thought you were being a hater.
You're gonna hear about him, dude, because he's got somebody give him a head coaching job. I forget who it was.
No,
he's the head coach of a college program. He's now going to be
look,
teaching college kids how to beat their dogs.
I was going to say, the point more I was trying to make with that is like Lamar is comfortable.
Yeah.
Their like numbers are backing it up.
Yeah.
The point I'm trying to make is like, as a pure thrower, like, yeah, mechanically and things like that, absolutely. But I think when it comes down to like reading the field and for lack of better words, the it factor, I guess is the best way to put it, but like his clutch gene, his ability to read the field pre and post snap, his ability to manipulate coverages, his ability to manipulate defenders with his eyes. I know Lamar is way better at manipulating them with his body and like doing like stupid like fucking dances and then hitting a sidearm throw. Like, I get that. But I think like the best way I can put it is game on the line. If I have a 2-minute drill and I need a quarterback to score me a game-winning touchdown, I'm taking Mahomes every time. I trust him way more in that type of situation than Lamar. I think there are way fewer variables with him than Lamar. I will die on that hill. I will die on that hill.
I'm not saying no, but
I'm not saying this like it's a hot take.
I will say, I don't know. I've seen Lamar march down the field and beat Mahomes like every time they play inside 2 minutes. You need a 90-yard touchdown. Lamar does it every fucking time. I've never seen him not do it.
Well, I mean,
maybe I haven't. I don't think I've seen Mahomes not do it either.
Last year,
right.
I mean, I did just lose them in one.
I am looking though. I want to see what the numbers are. Mahomes has 23 game-winning drives, tied with Dak Prescott. Incredible.
Yeah.
Wow, Dak Prescott might be the greatest.
Dak is really good when you don't have a bitch in your ear telling you he's not. He did not have a single good game this year, so I don't know. He might actually be ass. Yeah, but he didn't have a single good player on his offense.
He is a single good receiver this year.
CeeDee Lamb is a top 3 receiver. You never get that excuse.
Okay, but who's stopping people from getting to him so he can get the ball to CD? Who's allowing him to establish the run so he can get the ball to CD?
The best rookie center in the league.
Who's calling
a great left guard?
Hold on.
Ain't nobody afraid of Zeke Elliott and Dalvin Cook, bro.
True,
all they gotta do is blitz Dak
hold on though. Wasn't it just last week you both said, "Oh, Rico Dowdle might be pretty good. I actually like him." But now you're saying he doesn't exist. He was on the team. He was starting.
He didn't pick up until Dak was hurt.
No, he wasn't.
Wasn't doing anything.
Rico Dowdle was not starting.
Look at the fucking numbers. He wasn't doing jack shit.
Yes,
he wasn't even playing.
Yes, he was. Dalvin Cook has been inactive for 1 game all season. So don't do that.
Ezekiel has been active every single game.
He was starting, but he wasn't good early in the year.
But he was starting. Oh, look at that. It's almost like I knew.
He didn't do
But
anything.
he wasn't doing anything, so it's not like it matters.
But he was averaging. He
What-
still was averaging like 5.5 yards a carry early in the season. They just with
Okay,
Dak
hold
they
on,
didn't try to
hold
run the
on.
ball, but that's okay.
Mm,
That's okay.
Okay, so the coaching is the problem.
Well, yeah, it's Mike McCarthy, but he's also won a Super Bowl. So
Yeah.
the all the
He
experts
had
keep
Aaron
telling me,
Rodgers, dude.
yeah.
Aaron
Well,
Rodgers
if
won
Dak
that
was any good, he'd win
Super
too.
Bowl.
When did Dak get hurt? How many
Week
games did he
6,
make it? Okay.
I think. I don't know.
Geek, I understand you're trying to be funny, like with the whole if Dak was any, he'd win one too. I understand that was a joke, but the absurdity of if Dak was arguably the most talented thrower in the football walk on this planet, he'd win one too. Like yeah, man, yeah,
True.
I sure hope so.
I don't know, man. Josh Allen and Lamar are never gonna win one, so I don't fucking know, dude. Super Bowl rings mean nothing anymore because Tom Brady and Patrick Mahomes are cheaters, and I hate them. And I don't actually hate them, but you know what I mean.
No.
They're too good.
Lamar Jackson will win one when he goes to the NFC. Eventually.
Yeah, except he keeps re-signing with the Ravens.
Eventually, when this contract is up, he'll be
He'll
like,
re-sign with the
can't beat the-
Ravens.
He's like, I beat the NFC all the time. I should just join them,
I
and
should
then he
just
will.
Never
and then he'll
lose
win
a
a Super
game.
Bowl.
Except no, he won't, because he'll lose to Mahomes in the Super
I'd
Bowl.
like to point out,
Fucking stupid.
I'm going through the Cowboys games, and like I know I'm stat sheet watching. I am unashamedly stat sheet watching to push my agenda.
50 in game tag plays.
I was gonna say he had one game
Yeah, I
of
know.
87. He had one.
Yeah, see, look, he's the GOAT. But also, how many carries was he
against-
getting?
How many
Fucking
carries was that?
Who
4?
was it?
Isn't this what we were
8,
saying?
9,
Is
10.
this not what we were saying?
No, you said he
That he was
sucked.
doing
That's
nothing.
not true.
I think he was doing nothing.
No, you said he sucked. You
He
got
wasn't
no. His most
he wasn't
carries before
doing anything
Dak was
before Dak
injured
got hurt.
was fucking 11. Well, I see the game with 20 where he had 87. That's what Miller was talking about. But the game where
Yeah.
Dak got hurt, he had 5 carries. The
All
first
right, Zeke
3
fired
games
more
of the
'cause he
season.
was
Okay.
starting.
No, well, Zeke wasn't starting. Zeke
Okay.
has not started a game all year.
So then to
Not
that
one.
point, Dak doesn't have a competent coach on the roster.
Mike Zimmer. No.
That is also a major problem. If you want to be a-
Mike Zimmer doesn't know where he is. We talked about this a couple weeks ago.
Mike Zimmer and Dak have ever spoken. I was gonna say,
No.
do you really
Yeah,
think
'cause
Mike Zimmer
Zimmer
and
just
Dak
keeps
have spoken?
calling-
like had a conversation?
Because Zimmer just keeps calling him Kirk.
No.
Do
Zimmer.
you think Dak has spoken to Zimmer?
No.
Zimmer probably talks at Dak, but do you think Dak has ever responded to Yo Kirk?
No.
So you ask about the
No.
Zeke games. Zeke has had 10 total carries in 2 games this year. He had less carries than Dowdle in every game except the Cleveland game. So, yeah.
Okay, so that'll
I
just
was gonna
stink.
say I knew
Okay.
Zeke
I'll
was
change my tune. That'll stink.
starting,
Yeah,
but
officially. Terrible running
No,
back.
you know who does stink?
real
Thanks.
Ezekiel Elliott.
Jake, go get a shower.
Damn.
What?
Damn.
Also, Zeke. Oh, you were just talking about
Whoa.
before Dak got hurt. Zeke.
Hold
had
up,
10
wait.
carries, right?
What
He
are
only
we-
had 10 carries before Dak got hurt
Hold
one
up.
time.
I'm not,
And he's had
hey,
10 carries
whoa,
twice.
Are we just gonna?
No.
Okay.
Yeah, we
whatever.
are just
Fine.
skipping over all of that. Yeah.
Okay.
We're letting Miller get away with
well,
this.
So yeah.
Uh,
Long story short, Lamar's very fucking good at football. I mean, no disrespect. I just personally think he's. I hate that it makes it seem like it's an insult. Me saying he's the second best quarterback in the National Football League.
No, we get it. You are just the
But-
Nick Wright of this show. You're going to make
I
Mahomes
stand
mountain, and Mahomes will throw 7 picks in a game, and you'll still say, well, this week he was still the best quarterback in football. He's Patrick Mahomes. So we get it. You're the Nick Wright of this show. That's okay. You can't
Listen,
be objective.
In my lifetime, there have been 2 quarterbacks where I refuse to say there's anyone on the planet better than them until they got like old and were kind of washed, and that was Tom Brady. But Brady and Mahomes, in my eyes, are like the same like fucking Mount Olympus type motherfuckers who you just can't beat. And I don't care if that makes me sound like Nick Wright. I hate Nick Wright, but fuck it, maybe
I
he's right
don't.
about one thing.
I actually, genuinely don't. He's like, I don't know why people hate him.
Am I crazy, or is he not a LeBron Dick Writer?
Oh, he loves LeBron, but who cares?
Oh, that's
Yeah,
why you
that's why I
like
don't
him.
like him.
There
No.
you go.
Yeah,
We
I
cracked
don't
the
like
code.
because he likes
Oh,
LeBron.
that-
There we go.
That's why Miller
Well,
doesn't like him. But like, no, most
That's why
people
I
they
do.
try
I
to
will
act like he's an
open-
idiot. I'm sorry. If even us, when you make sports takes every fucking week, all the time, you are going to be wrong a lot. That is how that works.
Yeah, absolutely.
Speak for yourself.
Jake, you are wrong almost every time you speak. Chill out.
Okay.
Hey, shut up. That's not true. That's
Like,
not true.
I
Hey, you
will
know what?
openly
Hey, you know
say
what?
the reason.
I'm gonna say something that's objectively right now. Geek, you're a bitch.
Dang!
Yeah.
That is objectively
Hey.
not right, though.
Yeah.
Since I am
See?
the
Oh, it's
only
great.
one who has never had to cancel this podcast for themselves and for being a little sickly, I did this podcast literally throwing up multiple times. So
Geek when his friends have like depressive episodes and don't want to move.
Miller, I have a depressive episode every fucking week. That is
I have a
called
depressive
clinical
episode every Thursday
depression.
night.
Okay,
Come on.
okay. I'm sorry, you're used to it. I'm not.
No.
Did anybody hear that?
Sometimes
No,
the sad.
Oh,
gets a
I
little
heard it.
too
We're just
overwhelming.
ignoring you.
Eh,
Uh,
Am I clear?
I heard it. He said he has a depressive episode every Thursday night.
thought it was funny. Wasn't that funny? Isn't that good?
Bro
Yeah,
hates his
say it again.
friends. Bro
I
hates
say it
his
again?
friends.
No, it's because Thursday football games are bad.
Also-
Dude. Chill.
Oh, I thought it was because we record on the North on Thursdays.
No. It's because I get excited for
also just
football on
wanna,
Thursday and then I
uh,
watch it and I want to kill myself. I probably shouldn't. In Minecraft. There we go. Saved it.
I also just want to throw out Ravens' run game. Fucks. Derek,
How many games have we covered?
Me happy.
How many games
Three.
have we covered?
Two.
Three.
This is two. We gotta move.
No, that's the
We gotta
third.
move.
We
gotta-
kind of covered Broncos
Out of
Chargers.
what? 16? We gotta go.
Okay, okay.
The
Here.
next game is
Oh
Giant.
fuck. No, but we have to talk about it because Penix.
Michael Penix Jr.
Oh,
There's
yeah.
real stuff in this game. We can kick off with the Giants though. The O-line sucks. Drew Lock sucks. Dable's probably
Hey.
fired.
Watch your mouth.
It's true.
Watch your
Drew
mouth.
Lock is horrible.
I don't
you
care.
would be better than Drew Lock, Jake.
This is true.
Thanks, man. I appreciate that. You want to?
Yeah, you're
Can you
welcome.
say? Can you say that to an NFL team? I want to make money.
I want to make some money.
Yeah.
Dude, can me
yeah,
and
hold
Jake
on.
just Tim
Hold on.
Boyle our way onto an NFL
Wait,
team?
Yeah, let Miller speak directly to all 32 NFL GMs who watch the show.
Hold on. I got this. I got someone on speed dial. Hello, Woody Johnson. Boy, I've got a quarterback for you. He has a 99 overall in Madden.
No. Oh
99
wait, yeah,
overall in my
It's
in
true.
his Madden
it's true. He's right.
franchise.
Yeah, there we go.
I promise. Yep, 99 X Factor, Bazooka, all the good stuff.
Tell me you found a
Okay.
kicker that's a 99 in Madden. See what happens.
Oh, dude, hold up, dude. I'm
Wait,
getting a
hold on.
call.
I'm getting a call from another team. Oh my god.
Oh, don't wanna.
A plane has hit the second tower.
What? What is he talking about? Why did that have to happen? Why did you have to say that?
I love you, Miller. That was incredible.
What was that necessary? I don't understand.
Jake doesn't know the bit. That's even funnier, actually.
No, I think I do. I just don't know. I wasn't expecting that.
9/11, Jake. 9/11 is
I
funny.
know. I'm aware. I'm fully aware of what you
In
meant.
Minecraft.
I'm fully
My-
no. Okay.
Oh
Um,
God,
I guess I'm
incredible.
playing for the Jets now. Anyway, what game? Oh, the Giants.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So the Giants are doo doo, and they're awful at everything, and
I have
don't.
a theory.
I don't even know if they have a redeeming quality or a
I have a
redeeming
theory.
player.
What's your theory?
I think Kyle Pitts misses Kirk Cousins, so he tossed the ball to the Giants defender and try and get Penix benched.
I think Kyle
it looked
Pitts just
so
sucks, though.
intentional, dude. It looks so. I don't even care about his actual ability. That looked intentional,
Dude,
He
the amount
caught
of
the ball
times
and then went here, and then just flipped it to the defender.
I hate this, but the amount of times I have come out and talked about a quarterback and did the "it's not his fault" thing. I'm sorry, Michael Penix. That interception is the most not his fault interception I have ever seen. I don't understand. That is the most not his fault moment in all of history. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Kyle Pitts, do we need to have that discussion now? Is it over?
I think it kind of goes without saying, dude.
No, I feel like we
Yeah.
need to say his stat line from this game is like 1 catch on 4 targets and basically an interception. Like,
Doo-doo poopy dick ass, as the professionals would say.
Yeah. But
No.
yeah, I don't know. The Falcons. I don't take this game seriously if they play the Giants. We'll see what Penix does against a real team.
I
Yeah.
actually was pretty impressed. I get that it was the Giants,
I
but
didn't
like,
see anything.
Well, dude, he can spin it. Like
Dude.
that's
Yeah,
especially compared to Kirk, dude has an arm. It's incredible.
and also it's really funny because nobody really knows Michael Penix is like a mobile guy. But the second they saw him compared to Kirk, they were like, "Oh my God, he's Lamar Jackson!" Like, because he was even like his like limited mobility, just because he's not that fast, is
Yeah.
so much more dynamic than Kirk ever was this year. Like
Yeah.
with the way he can move and extend plays, and extend because Kirk would usually extend plays and then do something stupid and throw like a pick, but Penix can move and throw at the same time. So hopefully that'll add an element to the offense that works.
Does the Kirk contract move on to being the worst contract of all time?
I mean, he's not going to be in the
No,
team
it's
next
still
year, so
Watson.
probably. Well, definitely
Okay,
Watson.
so if he's not
But-
on the team next year, he's still
He
a
won't be.
$60
No way.
million cap hit.
Yeah,
Like,
I
come
mean,
on.
I think it's pretty clear that most of the reporters are saying it's over. Like he's gone.
The issue is who's going to
He's-
take him?
I think he might just sit in this couch and make 16 mil, dude. I
That's
don't know
fair.
who's gonna take him. If I were him and the Falcons were like, we're gonna take a quarterback in the first round, I'd be like,
Oh my
okay,
God.
up me, and I'll go home and make $50 million and be a
Oh my
family
God,
man.
he's going back
Oh.
to Minnesota, isn't he? He's getting the like Sam Darnold 1 year, $5 million
No, he'll go to,
contract to
like-
be a backup, isn't he?
I'll go to like the Titans or
No, that's where
gonna say,
Aaron
it's a
Rodgers
weird
is
year
going.
to need a quarterback.
What? So
Yeah.
okay, here's what confused me. Adam Schefter came out and said 7 teams were going to need a quarterback. What 7?
Hold on.
Giants, Raiders, Titans.
Giants, Raiders, Titans.
Maybe the Browns.
The Browns need a quarterback. The Saints need a quarterback.
Derek Carr's still under guaranteed money contract. He's back another year.
That doesn't
Well, I
mean they're
guess-
going to keep him.
They
It
need
does.
a better. They need a quarterback.
It's the Saints.
Derek
It does
Carr
mean they're going to keep him.
doesn't-
They don't have any money.
That's 5 if we count the Saints.
Sure.
If we count, we don't get the Falcons because even if Kirk leaves, they have Penix.
Like,
I don't know.
Pittsburgh, because you don't know what they're doing. Like, as of right now, they need a quarterback.
I guess.
Yeah, Russ is on a 1-year deal, and Justin Fields is Justin Fields. So
I
I don't know.
guess.
Justin Fields is on an expiring deal. He's not even under contract.
Right.
And then,
So yeah,
Like,
I
just
have
because
no idea.
they're going to keep. Like, I would say they probably just keep Russ. But, like, there's a world where they don't. There's a
the
world where they're on
Jets are probably gonna need a quarterback after this year. I'm assuming.
the Jets confuse me because Rodgers is
Although
under
Rodgers-
contract and he says he wants
Rodgers
to
will
go
probably
back.
just fill the hole on another team.
Maybe. But Rodgers says he just
Do you
wants to
really
go back.
believe anything that comes out of his mouth?
I don't know.
No.
I-
Yeah.
like, I don't
don't
know.
Too.
I don't know with Rodgers because like he's like 50-50 on the coach speak index. He's like
Also unrelated, but speaking of guys going back to their former teams, Geek, did you see your boys back in the NFL?
yeah, Teddy Bridgewater's a Detroit Lion.
Yeah.
Which-
Wins a state championship as a high school coach and then comes back to the NFL to play for
Okay.
the Lions and win a ring.
Me and
so.
Caleb argued about this because Caleb's a goofy goober. Because he was like, why would any team even want Teddy? He's not good, and he hasn't played for a year. What backup is he better than?
Leadership.
It's like, can you tell me what Detroit had for a backup that was better than Teddy? Who do you trust more if Goff goes down?
Hendon Hooker.
Hendon Hooker.
Dude, as the
Yeah.
biggest Hendon Hooker fan here, I will tell you no.
But which between Hendon Hooker and Teddy Bridgewater, who can throw the F at Jameson Williams down there somewhere ball better?
Teddy,
Hendon Hooker.
because we saw him do it with Jalen Waddle and Tyreek Hill, and he was
Hendon
better at it than
can
Tua.
throw like 80 yards, dude.
No,
Just send
yeah,
Jameson
but with
Williams
no
on record.
accuracy. Teddy looked awesome with Tyreek and Jalen Waddle. He can do that. We've seen him do that. Fuck, he did that with Tim Patrick, and everybody remembers Tim Patrick being good because of Teddy Bridgewater. That's it. That's the only quarterback Tim Patrick ever played with. You are remembering Teddy Bridgewater. That's it. Stop.
Guys in the trenches.
God, stop hating on the GOAT. I am. Stop hating on my GOAT. He's my GOAT.
This is the equivalent of me after Bears thoughts tweeting out that they haven't won a game since they cut Kari Blasingame. I respect it. I'm not shitting on it.
Yeah.
You know, real recognized real. I'm just saying you were in the fucking
I
trenches.
am, dude.
What's the next game there, Geek?
Well, actually, that's why
Bijan Robinson 2 touchdowns.
Oh, yeah.
Bijan
Bijan good.
Bijan good. Love Bijan. Top 4 in rushing yards.
Miller.
Not
Lions
true.
34, Bears 17.
Miller, you got fooled by the graphic, Miller? Unreal.
What graphic?
What graphic?
Bijan Robinson does not have, is not top 4. Josh Jacobs has more than him.
Really?
But
Yeah, Josh Jacobs is third. What are
I
you
thought,
talking
no,
about?
they completely
Yeah, I
left
thought
Josh
it was-
Jacobs off of the top 4 graphic, and he has
No.
more than Bijan. And this
actually,
happened.
Jacobs is
This
4,
happened.
and then Bijan's 5.
Oh, fuck,
Yes, this
Tyron's
happened.
on this.
This
Yeah, I
Why
did
did
get
that
got by the draft.
I mean,
Good
I would
Lord.
leave Josh Jacobs
I
off,
did
too.
get.
Was Josh Jacobs in 4th going into that game, though? Because didn't he have a big game on Monday?
No,
So
this
those yards didn't
this
count
graphic
yet?
Came out after that. Graphic came out
Did
after that.
I thought you were saying
Yeah.
it was like a mid-game graphic, and it's like, dude, Jacobs
No,
hadn't even
no,
played
no,
that
no.
week. He doesn't matter.
If we take out stupid, ugly, stinky cheese teams, Bijan Robinson's top
Right,
4
and
in
you know what?
rushing.
I'm
Sure.
And
real
that's
for
a
that.
better metric, if you ask.
Real for that.
Sorry, man.
Jahmyr Gibbs did the bear scratch as a celebration on the field goal post.
Oh, it's this game?
Yeah.
Is that what that was supposed to be?
Yeah. Yeah.
I literally had no
At least
idea what
I
he was
think.
doing, man. He
I
just looked
don't
like
know.
a doofus.
Yeah. Listen, dude, they're so corny. I hate them so much.
Dude,
That fake stumble fumble play. The thing that makes me laugh is not the play itself; it's how cool they thought they were after.
dude,
Right.
The
the
way that they
amount
were
of
celebrating was the funniest thing to me. I couldn't stop laughing. I could.
the amount of
They
this
emptied the
didn't
clip
age
against the
well
Bears.
on last
No.
week's podcast because the Lions played well against the Bears is ridiculous to me. I'm sorry, Miller, but like if you are a Super Bowl contender, I don't care if every player on your team
Bottom 5 defense in football.
right. Like you are
They're
supposed to
horrible.
bully the Bears right now. You are supposed to. Good job. Yes, Monty being out is a big deal. Against the Bears, I'm not so sure it is right now. We'll have a different tune about the Bears next year, I'm sure, because barring massive dumbassery in the hiring process, there's going to be something to feel confident about for the Bears. But right now, this isn't me hating on Miller's favorite team or being a hater. This is the Bears are genuinely awful. You are supposed to bully them. And cool, you did that. But like, that does not erase your team is super injured and going into a very important stretch of games. There's a good chance you don't get the 1 seed and you don't get a home playoff game. That's not great for you. Now, you might luck out and it doesn't matter. Vikings-Packers scares me more than Vikings-Lions does. Because I think the Packers are a better team than the Lions, but I don't know if I've ever seen the Vikings and Packers not split a season series. So,
And it always happens at the other team's field.
it
It's
always
just too
does.
perfect.
It's fucking insane.
It's just
I
too
hate it.
perfect. Sorry, buddy.
But it's all right. Sam Darnold just better. That's it. Because the Vikings hadn't won in Seattle since 2006. And then
The
that
first
one
time it
show
was
that
in
everybody
2014.
uses the graphic for,
And then they did.
you know, that one show that everybody uses the graphic for where when they all pick one team, that team always loses. The Vikings overcame that too. So we're overcoming curses all over the place. So we gonna beat the Packers. It's no big deal. But I don't know. The Lions, I mean, they still have Jamison Williams. They still have Amon-Ra. Jared Goff still knows how to throw a football sometimes. I don't know. Caleb looked
They're
good.
good.
Keenan
Say
looked like a
Caleb's the
real
only
receiver
quarterback in
for
the
once.
league Caleb's the only quarterback in the NFL that has had multiple touchdown games against the Lions this year. There have been 2 quarterbacks to have more than 1 passing touchdown against the Lions, and it's Josh Allen and Caleb twice. Caleb looked great against the Lions. Cole Kmet caught a touchdown. That's all I give a fuck about. I'm so checked out at this point.
Yeah.
Especially after what I just watched on Thursday Night Football. I don't even have anything to say about this game. We can move on if you're done with the Lions thing.
I'm done with the Lions.
Yeah, I'm
was
done
there.
with the Lions.
What's
Actually,
next?
real quick, just to like double down on what Geek was saying, if this game was anything other than a blowout against the Bears, I would have been greatly concerned.
Yeah.
I know that, like, on paper, we were all hyping up this Bears defense going into the season, like, rightfully so. On paper, it looks good. There's no effort. The guys aren't trying. They're not communicating. The coordinators have no fucking idea what they're doing. This was, honestly, I am a little disappointed the Lions didn't put up more. Maybe
Fair.
I'm just being a hater at that point. I probably am. But, like, realistically, this is what should have happened. The Lions did what they were supposed to. Great job. Like, genuinely not trying to shit on them for that.
No,
But
not at all.
when they have to go up against from a Bears fan, when they have to play real football teams, then we can talk about things aging poorly if they play well. But the Bears aren't a real football team as it
Are
stands.
the
I don't think
Niners
the
a
Bears
real
would beat
football
most
team?
XFL teams right now.
No.
It's pathetic.
I don't think so
Not
either.
currently.
Not really. Not
But
their
I'm still
first
rooting
game.
so hard for them. Go Niners this week. Miller, for
Patrick
once,
Taylor,
gets to hear me
sorry,
saying
running
"Go
back.
Niners." He's gonna clip that as a memory.
The Lions
What's the
let
game?
Gerald Everett catch a pass.
Yeah, I
I
know.
forgot about that. They should feel bad.
Moving on, we've got game of the week: Panthers 36, Cardinals 30. Bryce
bad for
Young,
Tyler.
man, he's so good.
He's
Makes
such
me
a
so
jolly little fella.
Dude, he's such a happy guy.
I love
I
Bryce, man.
I believe
I saw a
I,
video.
not that I had any reason not to be initially, but I'm pretty sold on Canales at this point.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Bryce loves him, dude. And I'm sold on Bryce. I wouldn't even think about taking a quarterback if I was the Panthers.
wouldn't
That's what
even
they're going to be in
consider.
a position to because they're going to keep winning. But or they're going to. I mean, I think they're at 4 wins, which is already going to put them in like the top.
Yeah,
I
they're
don't even know
like
where
pick number
that is. That's
9
like
or something.
6 or 7. Yeah, I mean they're not going to be picking high at all.
The Bears have a top 10 pick with 4. Like, the Bears
Yeah,
are like
I mean,
pick. No, not. You should have a top 10 pick with 4 wins. The Bears are at pick number 10 with 4 wins. You know who had the 2nd overall pick last year? A 4-win Commanders
yeah.
team. Like, this season sucks. What?
There are a lot of bad teams this year.
Oh, did they move up? How did they move up?
Bears are at 7 now.
How'd they move up?
Fucking fine.
They-
They're 7. Carolina's 8.
Weird.
But
Okay.
They've lost.
Yeah, but they moved up.
I guess. Yeah, maybe a strength of schedule. Maybe.
I don't know.
Yeah. But yeah, listen, I think the Panthers, they're building something. I think Jalen Coker is going to be really good. He had a sick catch that didn't get his feet in
He's
quite.
so good.
Chuba Hubbard is really good. Jonathan Brooks, we haven't seen anything about him, but Chuba made up for fumbling against the Bucs in overtime by getting the huge run to set them up for the game-winning drive.
Yeah.
This team
Bryce
needs
Young's
Adam
good.
Thielen. Like, it actually
Yeah,
does.
Adam
Thielen's
Thielen-
great
yeah.
for this team.
Thielen's perfect for this team. I feel bad for Kyler, but he just does such stupid shit, dude. I don't
Sometimes.
get it. Yeah, there's just moments where, I mean, not that he cost him this game, but that pick in the 4th quarter was horrendous.
Dude, I don't know what he
I don't
was
know
doing.
what he was
the pump
thinking.
was weird because after he pump faked, he lost all momentum in the throw. Like, I don't.
Well, also, it wouldn't, even if it was a complete pass, it wouldn't have counted. He went in front of the line.
They didn't throw a flag
he-
for it. They didn't though. He got away
But
with it.
Yeah, but also that's why he hesitated. I don't know why he didn't just run.
Right, but
it was
at
so
that
weird.
point, just
I don't know what
throw
he
it
was
out of
thinking.
bounds or just take off. I don't. Dude,
Yeah, I
the
don't.
Cardinals
I don't know what
playing themselves out of the playoffs is wild to me. They had a chance to win the division and they just chose to go, no.
Yeah, they were in first for a bit there, and just,
Yeah.
I don't know.
Did you know
I feel
every
bad for
team in the
Kyler.
NFC West has held the first place spot since week 8? All 4 of them.
They
I've
mentioned
been
that
in
on
first.
Thursday Night Football tonight.
Yeah. But yeah, I don't know. The Cardinals, I still think the Cardinals are good and they're building something, and I still believe in Gann as the head coach. But I think Okay, long term, I'm taking the Panthers over the Cardinals, though. I think long term. I think.
I
I mean, the
don't know.
Panthers are. I think long term, because Kyler isn't going to be around forever, and who knows what they're
I
going
mean-
to do at quarterback then.
Okay. Kyler still has 4 years left on his deal and is 27. Let's not act like he's Aaron Rodgers.
Well,
like-
yeah, I know, but like also like. I don't know. He's been around for a while, and they haven't really built a competitive team around him except for 1 year in
That's
the
fair.
playoffs. So
That's fair.
I think I agree with Jake because I think Bryce's ceiling is a lot higher than what Kyler's at.
I think Bryce is already like at his level as a thrower of the football, or at least close to it.
I think you guys
I
are
think
becoming
that's pushing
Kyler
it a little
haters
bit.
insanely fast. Kyler's arm is still better
No,
at
no,
literally
no.
everything.
This is Bryce. No, this is Bryce Praise. I
Kyler
think
has one of the
Bryce is
5
really
best arms in the
thrower of the
league, dude.
football.
I can't get on to
Okay,
this.
listen. There's more to a quarterback than
Yes,
how strong their arm
you-
is, though.
Yeah,
It's not
think
just
in terms of
arm
decision
strength. No, I know. But you said as a thrower of the football, Bryce still makes dumb decisions. And when you do, like, I'm not.
And Kyler
Right, but
does.
he's making those
That's not what I'm
decisions
saying.
as a second year
That's
guy. Kyler's making them in year whatever.
Yeah, but Kyler's also
Yeah.
weird.
I just think
Kyler, out of all the quarterbacks we've talked to so far, has to play the most hero ball out of everybody. Who's his OC? Yeah, he has Marv. And then what?
Trevor Brad.
I get that. Listen, that was not, at least from my perspective, and I'm sure Jake agrees. I'm not trying to throw Kyler under the bus. I think Kyler's one of the 10 best fucking quarterbacks in the league.
Yeah,
I'm just saying,
just-
I think
yeah.
long
long term.
long
for sure.
term, it's not crazy to say that Bryce Young, somebody who I viewed as a very, very like high ceiling quarterback coming out of Alabama, could be better than fringe top 10 position in the league. I think there's a world where Bryce could be like 5-6 years from now. We could be talking about Bryce, Caleb, Drake, Jaden, Mahomes, Lamar, Josh,
Love.
like those being the guys. I think like I love Bryce. I know we were tame on him for a little bit, but like now that he's starting to come into his own, I'm starting to see the guy that I fell in love with at Alabama. He's really, really like, I think he can be something insane. That's not a diss at Kyler. I fucking love Kyler. Just because I think somebody who is young and still developing can be better than a guy who's kind of reached what they're going to be isn't a shot
I
at the
just
veteran.
don't think
It's
Kyler's
just a
reached
testament
what
to
he's
how
going
much
to be.
potential I think the youngin has.
We've never seen him work with a good offensive
Kyler
coordinator. Not one time.
Okay, well, but here's the thing: how confident are we in the Cardinals hiring a good offensive coordinator?
Well, I don't know. Gannon might
Well,
be able to find one.
Or again, how
They haven't done it yet.
confident
hired
are
this
we in? How confident are we in them building a competitive team
Right.
around Kyler?
That's
They
fair.
had Kyler for
Because
years.
the thing
and they
I
go
was
to the playoffs
defending was
once,
Kyler
dude.
saying Bryce Young at this moment is already at the same level as him. I think that's a little insane. I know Kyler didn't
that
have
I
a good
agree is
week
a little pushy,
but-
but
because Bryce Young has
Yeah,
played
I mean,
good.
no.
He's not
It-
close to a top 10 guy right now. He's not. He's
No,
looked awesome, but he's
no,
not that
but-
yet. That's where my pushback was. Because I don't trust the Cardinals front office to do jack shit either. I was
No,
pushing
which
back
is why,
specifically at
again,
Kyler. That was it.
You should take the Panthers
Um,
long term. For
Sure.
sure.
That
Um,
I think it's a
Yeah,
little
and
interesting
that's
because the
where I was
Panthers are
saying I
still
agreed with
lacking some
Jake, is taking
assets
the
to get.
Panthers long.
I think Dave Canales might be. No, I don't know if he's a better head coach than Gannon yet. Maybe. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about Gannon.
I will argue that he is because at a similar level, I will always take the offensive guy over the defensive guy because
Yeah.
that's going to set your team up better long term. You're better off with a McVay, a Shanahan, an Andy Reid, a Kevin O'Connell, because you can find good defensive coordinators. The minute you find a good
Ben
offensive coordinator, he's
Johnson.
gone.
What tree is Canales?
Uh,
Arians?
Ooh.
Waldron.
He's Waldron?
So Pete Carroll.
So he's
I don't know where else he's been.
no, because
Waldron was a McVay
came
guy, wasn't he?
I don't
yeah. So okay, Canales, his first NFL job was in Seattle. So technically, he comes from Waldron. Waldron is a branch off the McVay tree. So he's
Waldron,
like in
the one
He's a
McVay guy that doesn't
subsidiary of the
work.
branch off the McVay tree.
Yeah.
Why is
Okay.
Waldron the
he's
only
a
one that
branch
didn't
off
work?
the branch.
I don't
What
know.
is Shane
'Cause he's
Waldron?
Stupid.
Well, actually, no, isn't the Bengals head coach McVay guy?
Zach Taylor.
Zach Taylor's a McVay guy. Yeah.
He also is Kevin O'Connell the only? Well, I guess Dave Canales now. Are there only 2 good McVay guys?
Well, in reality, aren't all those guys like Shanahan guys because they were all on that Washington staff?
Well, they would all be Mike Shanahan guys.
So that's-
Mike
technically.
Shanahan guys. Yeah.
I was gonna say that's the thing. Mike Shanahan is the top of the tree, and then it branches
Yeah.
down to McVay and
'Cause, like-
Kyle Shanahan, and then it spreads
Yeah.
off from there.
Like LaFleur, McVay, Raheem Morris,
Yeah.
Kyle Shanahan, Sean McVay,
Kevin
Zach Taylor,
O'Connell.
all those guys.
Yeah.
Kevin O'Connell were all in that Washington staff.
Mike
I guess if we want to
McDaniel
get
was there too.
specific.
Yeah.
I was gonna say if we want to get specific, it was actually Mike Shanahan and Gary Kubiak would be like. the
Yeah.
top
So if
two,
you
and
guys,
then
if you guys were thinking
No,
about
it was just Shanahan
all
because
these,
Kubiak was a Shanahan guy.
yeah.
He was the OC
Oh,
in
yeah,
Denver
yeah.
with
If you
Shanahan.
guys- if you guys
it's
are thinking
all
about-
Shanahan.
Yeah.
all the great offensive minds we have, and you're thinking about how lucky we are, just thank Mike Shanahan. He
As much
created
as
all
I
of
hate
them.
that man, yes.
Just thank Mike
For
Shanahan.
what he did to
Anyway,
RG3, I'll
no.
never forgive him. But we
What's,
do have a
what's
lot
after
of
Panthers
of-
cards?
right.
LaFleur is also a McVay guy that worked out.
Yeah.
I don't know how.
Oh,
you
I
guys
thought
took over
LaFleur
him.
was a Shanahan guy. Well, he was.
No,
He's a McVay
But,
guy. Yep.
all
Rams OC.
right, moving.
No,
on.
Shanahan's 3 big claims to coaching right now. Well, 2 active, 1 that just got fired. Sala, Ryans, and McDaniel.
Ooh,
And
Daniel.
Shanahan might not be very good at this.
Only one of those
Shanahan's
guys
good
might have a
at
job by
making
next year.
himself good. He's not good at
Yeah.
making others good.
Okay,
We're
moving
top
on.
10 right now. So,
Rams, Jets. The Jets suck. Rams kind of worry me. They did not look good having to play in any weather. And in the NFC playoffs, you are going to have to play in some weather.
I guess it depends on where they go. But Minnesota's a dome.
That's true.
Detroit's a dome.
Tampa's not a
and
dome, but normally good weather unless
Tampa's
it
got
rains.
warm weather. Unless they
Who's the other
somehow
team?
run into
What's the other division?
Green.
Oh, the Rams. Duh. Idiot. I'm dumb.
well, Philly. Philly.
Oh, yeah. Philly and Washington.
Philly,
Washington still has a chance to win the division, which is insane.
If Philly, yeah,
Let's
but
hope not.
No, so Philly might, because Jalen Hurts is not officially active for this week yet. And if they lose
He's
this
actually-
week,
he's actually leaning towards.
Saquon emergency QB.
He's actually leaning towards not playing. I think
yeah.
he didn't participate today.
Dude,
so
okay, new
Who
question.
did they play
Did he
though?
even get hit in the head? I was so confused when he got pulled.
He might have
His head
bounced
bounced-
it.
his head bounced off the turf after Lubu hit him.
Gotcha.
But
'Cause
he did give the ref a thumbs up to indicate that he was okay. But the ref made the decision to pull him. That was the
And
whole.
then he failed
controversy.
concussion protocol.
Yeah, Eagles fans were not happy with the ref though.
Yeah,
they're
but
Eagles fans,
honestly,
and
good
they're
on the
stupid.
ref. I can't lie.
Yeah.
As much as I
Because-
also hate it because I have
He
to watch
popped
Kenny
up on the
Pickett
hit,
play
and he was
football.
just like, because the funniest part is that the ref was like staring eye to eye with him, and he looked at him, and he went, "Yeah, man, I'm good." The ref was like, "No, you're not."
The
Get
ref
off,
saw
get off."
something. He's like,
Like,
oh, that sparkle in your
Yeah,
eyes gone,
yeah.
buddy. Get out of here.
Yeah, but yeah, I don't know, dude. What are we talking about? What game is this?
Jets and Rams. I'll give my big takeaway
Oh.
from this game. I think it's really funny that Rodgers and Adams waited until the Jets were
Yes.
eliminated from the playoffs to be like, "Yeah, we remember how this goes."
And we are
We know
so
how to
good
do
at this. Yeah. No,
Yeah,
that's on it. These
Like,
last couple of
incredible
games,
troll job.
these last couple of games are why I think Rodgers is coming back to the Jets. I think they'll
That's a
be
good
like,
chance, I guess, yeah.
we finally saw what we wanted.
That,
Give him a
that would
go.
be fair.
And I think, yeah, Woody Johnson's fucking stupid though. So
I was gonna say Woody Johnson's sitting up there in the booth, like, "Yeah, that one's gonna raise his Madden rating."
yeah, because like the funny part is that, like
Hilarious.
next year, Rogers' Madden rating and like in Madden 26 is probably going to be pretty low, and Woody Johnson's going to be like, "Ugh, it's over. Send him."
My son's got a draft class with this Cam Ward kid. He's a 78. Rogers is a 77. Get him out of here. We're trading everything up. Which I don't know if that
Yeah,
actually
dude.
pan out. I haven't watched Cam Ward.
Cam Ward
talk
is
shit on him.
the number one.
I see.
did we decide
Okay,
that
then-
Alar isn't coming out this year? Is that right?
He decided. Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Well, no, I
Yeah.
asked and couldn't remember,
No.
so I just meant we.
Dylan Gabriel. Me no
Hey,
like Dylan
Hey,
Gabriel.
here's
No
what I
think
will
he's
say
that
about
good.
Dylan Gabriel.
I know he's
Same
not-
team as
I know
Bo
he's
Nix, but
stinky. Is he
better
coming out?
quarterback. So I don't know.
I think he has to come out. I think he's been in college for like 6 years.
Who cares?
think it's-
Isn't that
Well, I
there's
mean, hey, we can't force people to come out. That's a little.
I'm
Okay.
almost positive
Break till now.
I'm almost positive
Nobody's
he's out.
ready.
He's coming out of the draft.
Well, good for him.
But he's
Glad
not
he
good.
built up the strength to do that.
Yeah. Sorry.
But yeah.
Sorry, Dylan.
Let's see
I know
Woody
you listen to
Johnson
the
was
show
draft.
religiously, but
Dylan Gabriel known run the North. Enjoy it.
anyway, what's after this? The Jets Rams field goal show.
a game that I'm sure Miller doesn't want to talk about. Commanders 36, Eagles 33. I have my first big takeaway, and shout out Theo Ash, I guess, for tweeting about this, but he's right. If you took somebody who had never watched football before, like never seen a single down, and sat them down and asked them to evaluate Kenny Pickett, they could write a beautiful script of everything he does wrong that is not good. He is the most blatantly bad quarterback I think I've ever seen. He cannot do a single thing right. It's actually a joke.
Tim Boyle.
Honestly, they're the same level of quarterback, I think. They both should be putting the fries in the bag, bro.
Who was that guy that the Vikings put in against the Packers on primetime like 2 years ago?
That was last year, and it was Jaron Hall. And we are not disrespecting Jaron Hall. Oh,
No,
Sean
it
Mannion.
was when,
Yeah.
yeah. Say that dude. You gonna tell me you want that dude over Kenny Pickett?
Honestly,
Really?
yeah.
No
Kenny
way.
Pickett has never completed a pass to his center. So, yes. Remember? Because that was the Garrett Bradbury game where he made that, like, ridiculous catch, scooping it up right before it hit the ground and running. Yeah. Sean Mannion's the GOAT for that play in particular.
Yeah, so I don't know. I think the Commanders are so weird, dude. I think Jamison Crowder caught the game winner. Like I don't know what to make of them. And they almost lost this game with Kenny Pickett still. And if Kenny Pickett's as bad as geeks make him out to be, which he is.
To be fair, the game was 21-7 before Jalen Hurts got hurt. Like, actually, it was 21-7 before Jalen got hurt.
Yeah.
Jalen Hurts won this game.
No.
Well, Saquon.
I was gonna say it was a hell of
Jalen
a rally
Hurts won.
job by Washington.
Yes.
The way Washington keyed in on Saquon in the second half, because Saquon had like 130, 140 yards or something stupid in the first half, and then was held to like under 50 in the second half. The way they keyed in on the run, which, I mean, you know, to play devil's advocate, obviously they kind of knew they were going to run the ball with Kenny Pickett in, but like still, even knowing when the run's coming, it's hard to stop Saquon.
I think that's
they
a bigger
managed
shot at Kenny Pickett at
to
this
do
point.
it. They kept Saquon in check. Right. Yeah, they were able to
sold
keep
out for Saquon, and Kenny couldn't do shit.
Saquon in check, and that was the difference in this game. Yeah. I do want to say, though, I am growing increasingly worried about Washington's run game. Like
Brian Robinson
sucks,
think
dude.
conversations
They got
may need to
nothing.
be had about number 8.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the thing.
dude.
Also, this is the second time this season that one of their star players has cost them a game by dropping a football, a wide open pass.
Yeah.
I don't understand what the Eagles would have the 1 seed clinched by now if Saquon and Devontae Smith had just caught their passes.
Yeah.
Which is kind of crazy to think
Yeah.
about, but they would. Like Devontae Smith, that is one of the most egregious drops I've ever seen. And Saquon's was bad
And
too,
he'll
but he's a
never do it
running
again.
back.
No,
He'll
probably
never do
not.
it again.
It'll never happen
But-
again.
But in that moment,
The craziest.
one of the only perfect balls Kenny Pickett throw, maybe the only perfect ball he's ever thrown in his life.
The
And
Eagles
he
got no clutch
completely-
gene. That's all it is. They
he
got no clutch
completely-
gene.
Yeah, and I don't know. Jaden Daniels is really good.
Dude,
but-
Jaden Daniels is awesome.
Yeah, Nathan's incredible. Like,
T-
obviously, I was
but-
giving the
Dude, but to lose a game that you win the turnover battle 5-1 in, that's just got to be so disheartening, dude.
Yeah.
As a defense to still lose that game, did Brian Robinson Jr. fumble 3 times? I know Jaden had 2 picks.
he lost 2.
So I don't know where the third
Maybe
turnover
at
came
least
from.
lost.
McNichols
Outside of
or
Jaden.
Rodriguez,
Hold on,
probably.
Let's find.
Oh yeah, I know. Yeah, because I know that Jaden only threw
Let's
2.
find out.
And
Maybe
I think
Jaden
Jaden threw
fumbled.
5 touchdowns.
5
So.
touchdowns. Dude, him and Terry McLaurin, that connection is so beautiful, dude.
There's
oh my
not
God.
there's not a happier man on the planet than Terry McLaurin this
No,
season,
there is
dude.
not.
There
Yeah.
cannot be.
Dude,
He's been
the
waiting for this for
touchdown
so long.
Dude, the
been
touchdown to
waiting for this
Terry
for
in this
so
game
long.
was fucking insane. Like, incredible
Didn't Jason
catch.
Carter
but,
have 2 touchdowns, dude?
no. Yeah,
I was
Jameson
born.
had 2, and
He had 2.
Olamide Zacchaeus
Good
had
Lord,
2.
dude.
Olamide
Good Lord.
Zacchaeus had a showing. He was the leading receiver for the Commanders this game.
Is Quinton Mitchell hurt or something? What happened to that secondary?
Quinion Mitchell got to play against Terry McLaurin, and Jaden Daniels
Is
did
Darius
this
Slay
thing.
hurt?
Yes, but also
Oh.
Jaden Daniels did this thing where Quinion, you're gonna cover Terry? Okay, try. And Jaden just kept testing him, and it just worked. That was the
Yeah.
thing. Most of the time, Quinion wasn't getting targeted. Jaden just didn't give a fuck. He's like, I trust 17 more than I think you can make a play, and he was right every time.
Yeah.
Which
I
it's
found the
Terry
other
goddamn
fumble.
McLaurin. Who fumbled?
Was it Jaden?
No. It
Who
was
fumbled?
De'Ami Brown. My God.
Oh, that's right.
Damn.
I do remember that one. That was early. Yep. I do
Um,
remember that one.
But yeah, Quinion
yeah,
is
no,
still
great
good.
game.
It's just it's the same thing the Vikings would do. If you just kept leaving him one-on-one with JJ, Sam's just gonna throw it at you, and JJ's going
Yeah.
to win most of the time.
I think the path to the division is still pretty tough for the Commanders. I think the Eagles will probably need to lose out. I
Yes,
don't know.
the Eagles have to lose out, and the
They play
Commanders
the
have to win.
Giants and the Cowboys.
But
There's
Jalen
no way
Hurts
the
not
Eagles
playing.
out.
Play the Giants and the Cowboys.
There's
But
no
no
way the
Jalen
Eagles
Hurts.
lose. If
Dude,
Jalen
I
Hurts
don't
is-
care if I'm
If
out
they can
there
beat the
quarterback
Giants with
against
Kenny
the Giants and the
Pickett,
Cowboys.
They
This
can beat the
roster-
Giants with Kenny Pickett. They still almost beat the
Dude.
Commanders. They still almost beat the
I was gonna say
Commanders.
it was a 3-point game
Yeah.
against a real football team.
But when you
The-
had a 21-point lead, you blew a 21-point
the
lead.
14-point lead
against a
14-point
real
lead.
football team.
against a real
Do you
football team.
think
They
the
won.
Giants or the Cowboys have the facilities to hold Saquon under 50 yards
I've
for a
seen
half?
weirder things happen.
The Giants
No,
minus their best defensive lineman, Saquon, he's gonna go for 3,000 yards in one game.
Part of
Like,
Saquon's breaking the record.
No, I really hope not. I would give anything
See, I
for
think
that
he's
not
gonna.
to happen.
I think he might get. I think he might
I
get the record
want
against
him
the
to
Giants.
so
Dude.
bad.
I'm gonna be real.
I
he's
would
gonna-
give anything
I
for that
want
not to happen.
so bad.
He doesn't deserve it. He
I
got an
hope he
extra
doesn't
game
against the
and a
Giants.
real O-line. He doesn't deserve it.
What if he gets against the Giants though? Then he won't have an extra game.
Don't care.
Simple.
He,
Yeah.
good O-line. He doesn't deserve it. Nobody else
Also,
who broke
like, I
the
think-
who was near the record had a good O-line, so I don't care.
After the career start to a career he's had playing for the Giants and dealing with the injuries he has, I don't think there's a more deserving player
He's
to break
earned it.
that record.
He's earned it. Yeah.
No, that's fair. I don't care.
Like I get, I
If my
understand where you're
goat
coming
couldn't
from.
do
You're
it,
just
I don't
mad
want
AP
this
was
guy to
off
do
by
it.
9.
Yeah, I want
Was it
All
9
right.
or 7?
9. I want Saquon to be
Yeah.
off by 10.
Yeah.
I get where you're coming
Yeah,
from.
it's not
but, like,
Saquon hate.
objectively
It's
speaking,
just me
Saquon
being.
deserves
It's
it.
me being a Vikings fan.
I'm looking at the clock here, and I fear that we are running heavily.
Chill out. You
Aren't
you act like this isn't how we do every week. Just settle down.
we? But we do have to. I'm just saying we gotta cook, man. You know
Not
that we do.
much.
All right,
It's fine.
Browns
Yeah, we
Bengals. DTR is shit. The
Dude.
Browns are bad. Joe Burrow's really good at football. Moving on.
Yeah.
DTR is probably a Kenny Pickett level football player.
I'm kidding.
Man.
DTR's bad at football, but he
Aura.
respects women, so
Aura.
we love him anyways.
Respect women, and he has aura. It's all it takes.
Titans Colts.
He
Joe
has
Burrow's
more
really good.
aura than that fraud that all the social media kids love. That number 5 in Cleveland,
Oh,
way more aura than
The
that loser.
Colts should.
I didn't know who you
I
were
would-
going
I
who
will
you were
be-
calling fraud.
I would be disgusted if the Colts made the playoffs
Dude,
after what they
no,
did.
that's the funniest thing that could happen is the Colts making the playoffs, and it's so
They-
possible.
They're just like the least deserving team ever, dude. They almost let Mason Rudolph lead like a 30-plus point comeback. Give me a break.
Winning a game 38
so
to 30 when your quarterback threw the ball 11 times is so funny. Oh my god.
Means you have
It's
means Jonathan Taylor in the backfield. That's what that means.
Hilarious. Right. I did not know you guys took the moving on seriously. I'm happy. I asserted my dominance. I'm just saying I was so
I have
No,
nothing to
confused for a
say about
second
Browns
because there was a
Bengals.
cut
There's
like
nothing
on
to
Discord.
say.
No, I'm just
I have
saying.
nothing to say
I'm
about
just
Browns
saying there was a
Bengals.
cut on Discord where you guys froze and then we're just talking about the Colts and I was like, holy shit. I just wasn't ready for it.
Yeah, I don't want them to make the playoffs. I'd much rather see the Bengals. I can't let this happen. Yeah, I don't know. Colts are
Oh,
not good.
Adonai
They are
Mitchell
not a
did
good
like a
football
thing.
team.
Oh yeah,
wanna
dude.
acknowledge.
Adonai, Anthony Richardson might be figuring out how to throw to Adonai. Maybe. This is like,
Yeah.
I swear to God, the first pass Adonai's caught from Anthony Richardson. I swear. Because normally Anthony Richardson just
figuring it out.
overthrows him by 10 yards. So
Yeah, I tend to, whenever I watch the Colts
Anthony
game, I
Richardson.
tend to find myself mumbling to myself, he's still 21, he's still 21, over and over again. Because I know that
Yeah.
one day he will come to fruition and will be fantastic. And it's
Also,
just not
Tyjae
here,
Spears,
though.
another 2-touchdown performance. Please free him from the depths of Tennessee.
Best running back, best
Please
offensive
free him.
player in Tennessee at the current moment.
sure.
Yeah.
Let's go
It's
talk
sad.
about
Yeah.
a Jets fan's worst nightmare. Vikings 27, Seahawks 24, commentated by Mark Sanchez. It was Darnold and Gino, commentated by Sanchez. The Jets fans had to be
Oh.
upset. Worst
I
nightmare
think-
for the
I'm
Jets.
upset.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm mad at Sam Darnold
Why?
for what he did. I bet Justin Jefferson first touchdown scorer and he threw it to Jordan Addison when Justin was open. I got mad.
Addison was
I said
open
some
too.
things. I said some things about Sam Darnold I'm not proud of at that moment. Yeah, but I don't know, dude. I can't tell if the Seahawks are good, so I don't know if this is a good win for the Vikings or not.
I
I
don't
can't
know
tell.
either. Like,
They got blown
so-
up by the Packers because Sam Howell was starting, and then they keep it close with the Vikings, and then they
Here's-
only score 6 with the Bears.
here's
So
what I
don't
can
know what's
say
going on.
about this game. Seattle is good enough that they make teams sweat all the time. I know they didn't make the Packers sweat, but it was Sam Howell. He's not making anybody sweat. I don't.
They weren't
think.
even making. But they weren't making the Packers score when Gino was in either.
Yeah, but they
I
could
don't really
have.
know what was going on.
They could. Stuff could have still happened with Gino. The game was over
Sure.
the minute Sam Howell came in. What I do have to say is, this game, I finally have actual belief in this Vikings team. Like, I've been saying they aren't fraud. Dude, Sam Darnold, that last drive, did what Kirk Cousins never did in 6 years. Dude, he took a sack. No, so he took a sack on the first play of that drive where we had to go score. He takes a sack, then we get a 15-yard penalty. It is 2nd down and 36, and we get a first down because Sam Darnold knows how to play football and isn't afraid. That, and multiple times, Sam Darnold got fucking crushed on that drive and would still get up and just go make the throw he needed to make that next play. And the touchdown to Jefferson on that drive, oh my God, that throw is so good. Everybody's laughing about Tariq Woolen. I don't know how he squeezed that by Tariq and the safety. I don't know. I'm actually super pumped over that. That was sick. And it also scares me, because now I don't know what I want to do with Sam Darnold. You just move on doesn't feel right in my brain anymore. Because
Does it scare you because you know that next week, if he tries that, Xavier McKinney will pick him off?
No, he won't.
He's actually a
No,
good
Xavier
safety.
McKinney will catch the ball
Who?
and drop it, and they'll give him the
Oh, okay, whatever.
what?
You should thank Xavier McKinney for making sure Kirby Joseph isn't the interception leader of the NFL.
That's well,
should-
you know who else is right there, right?
I don't know your mom. Oh.
Well, no, I don't know where she is.
Oh. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Miller, speak. Say something.
Well, yeah, I do want to hear some thoughts from Miller football.
I want you to sit and think about what you've done, Jake.
What did I do? What
Oh,
did I do?
so okay. I think
What did I
DK
do?
Metcalf is broken.
Whoa, no. Did I break something?
No, it's fine.
No, you made a your mom joke to Geek.
The guy whose
Doesn't
mom
work.
left. Yeah, I don't have a mom, bruh.
The,
So-
like one person
Okay.
who's immune.
Hey,
Yeah, it's
you're
Hey,
true.
no,
mom
hey,
joke.
whoa. Like 2 weeks ago, you did the doing your mom thing. I don't want to hear it. You said the same thing.
Well, yeah, you did.
Dude, I'm just fucking with
Okay.
Same
So
thing,
you.
pal.
Were taking this
is DK Metcalf
way too
broken?
seriously. Listen, the Discord delay is making it. I just want to say the Discord delay is making it seem like we're being way more dramatic than we actually are. It's not that deep. To answer your question, Geek, he's always been broken. He's never played like up to his frame. He's never played
No,
up to his
No,
skill
that's
set.
not what I mean.
He's the
but he's
weirdest
always
receiver
been
in
good.
football.
And like this game, the final play where Geno throws that pick, DK ran the wrong route. Like just
Well.
undeniably. And like I genuinely think Jackson Smith and Jigba suddenly being really good has broken DK Metcalf. Like
He's insecure.
right. Which is wild because you could see on that drive, Geno still thinks DK is the best receiver on that team. Geno went out of his way looking for DK,
Yeah.
and DK just didn't care anymore because, well, number 11's getting more targets and playing better. It's like, dude, it's the weirdest thing. Like, other guys who have had the issue of like Diggs when he's mad about not getting all the targets, he's still running his routes correctly and trying. He's just pissed that he's
Yeah.
not getting the ball. DK just quit. And it probably cost his team the game because there's a chance Dino can make that drive, but not if his guys aren't even going to try.
There's a chance that who can make that drive?
I said
Who?
Gino.
Dino?
I said Gino.
He's
You guys
not
are
real.
just weird.
You said
Stop
this
it.
guy
No,
said-
I
You-
didn't.
You totally
No,
said Dino.
I didn't.
I swear to you.
I
You said
swear to
Dino.
you, you're deaf and you're dumb. I pointed the wrong way for the video and the right way on
Why
Discord.
do I get dumb?
Because Packers fan, bro.
He's, whatever, dude.
He can't call me dumb. I'm his DM. I
Yeah,
will kill his
I also have
character.
to be afraid of him a little bit. And he gets to decide whether the god in that game
No,
brings
but,
me
like-
back or not. So, like, as long as I'm
But
kind,
yeah, no,
mistress
I
will bring
understand
me
what you're
back.
saying, and yeah, DK has had a very odd year. But I mean, in my opinion, he's always been a weird.
That's fair. We had
player, so
CJ
I'm not
Ham
inherently
highlights, though.
Surprised. I think they're just lucky that JSN. Yeah, I was
Sorry.
gonna say I think they're just lucky that JSN has had the breakout year that we were all needing from him. So it's not the end of the world.
Also,
But like today against the Bears, just to add to your point, he like let Tyreek Stevenson force him into almost getting into a fist fight, which was really fucking funny.
nice.
Like DK Metcalf should not be letting corners half his size in his head like that. Like, bro, just moss him the next play. You are 6'17",
Yeah,
17,000.
Dude,
He's 4',
DK
like 230,
had
whatever.
the
but-
coolest catch in this game on Stephon Gilmore. Like, that was
Yeah.
just a sick play. I loved Gilmore might be washed now after that. It's like, dude, he was perfect coverage. Gino and DK just won.
Yeah.
Like, that just happens. That's one of those where you go, all right,
Yeah.
next play. Fuck it.
Yeah, why don't you do that more
I
often?
don't know.
Or try to do that more often, because he doesn't even try to do it.
Guys, Dallas Turner might actually be good at football.
He's
Listen,
like,
all Vikings fans told me he was bad, but he might be good at football now.
Do you consider the Vikings
See,
fans
okay.
dumb?
I want to make a
Yes, I
general
know they are.
statement
Yeah, go ahead.
real quick. I want to make a general statement real quick. Because I was thinking the same thing earlier today about certain players on the Bears. I think you and I need to just never go on Twitter. Because,
Honestly,
like,
yeah.
I think general fans of our teams probably don't think the way that we think they do because we've been corrupted by Twitter.
That's fair.
Like, Bears fans are trying to convince me that Cole Kmet is Satan. And it's like, no, you moron.
I mean,
And, like,
so-
anyone tried to say Dallas Turner is bad at football when he's a rookie that doesn't get PT because he's with two of the most productive edge rushers in football. Like,
3.
you have too
Pat
many
Jones
good
is still in the
edge
top
rushers.
10.
Oh, no.
Pat Jones is still top 10 in
Yeah,
sacks.
I keep forgetting
There's
Pat
3
Jones
of
is
them.
having a big year.
There's 3 of them. Like, what do you
Yeah,
want
I
him
think
to
you
do?
and I are too Twitter brand.
No, honestly, I think it's just this weird thing because this is what, like, I'm not going to say all casual fans, but like hearing people talk, especially when I go to the bar for darts. If a rookie is not good immediately, people just think they're ass. Like, if you're not a superstar like
Yeah,
this, you're just bad. And like, most players aren't superstars right away. Sometimes Jared Verse and Jaden Daniels happen, but that's not normal. Sometimes Justin Jefferson happens,
even-
where his like first catch is a 90-yard touchdown and he gritties into the end zone. That's not normal.
Yeah. I was gonna add to that point too, not saying that Jaden or Jared Verse will end up like this because I don't think they will. I think they'll both be fine. But like those same people don't realize that a lot of the rookies who play great their first year suck after that. Like there's been so many guys who just come in good year one and then are terrible for
Tim
the rest of their
Tebow.
career. Like the sophomore slump's a real thing. Yeah, exactly.
Yes.
It's almost like struggling and learning and growing over time is a good thing.
Yeah.
Now some guys don't need that. Like you said, Verse and Jaden, I think will be
Yeah.
fine.
And I do understand like Vikings fans who are mad because we could have had Jared Verse instead. But it's like, but he wouldn't be playing like this because he'd be having the same issue Dallas Turner is. He wouldn't be on the field.
Probably, yeah.
And then you get plays like this week where I love Jared Verse. He's not making the interception that Dallas Turner did. He's just not.
No, they're two different types of players.
Like-
Dallas Turner was always like a hybrid.
Dallas Turner was always our Andrew
Type
Van
of
Ginkel
player.
replacement. Like,
Yeah.
even though we just signed him.
Versus just like a.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Like I know like this isn't like a good comp, but the person I always go to for like these hybrid guys is like Kyle Van Noy. That's more in the vein that someone like
Career year.
Turner is in. Whereas someone like Verse reminded me of like Ryan Kerrigan, I think was my draft comp for him. Like they're two
Nice.
completely
What an insane pull.
different
I haven't thought about
players.
Ryan Kerrigan
think-
in 10 years.
I'm pretty sure. Let me double check that. I know someone I had comp to Kerrigan. I think it was Verse.
Oh, Jake, the other reason you got to be dumb earlier is because I just read this YouTube comment on one of my videos from a guy named Jake. You're dumb. The reason I called you the dumb one earlier is because I just read a comment on my YouTube channel from a guy named Jake from that, like, what's the best order at McDonald's video. He gave his order. 2 20-count nuggets and a small fry, no sauce. That Jake ruined all Jake. What do you mean no sauce? Dry nuggies? That's fucking disgusting. I'm sorry.
I don't
It's
think I
so
could
dry.
physically slide a dry nugget down my gullet, dude. I don't think I could fit it.
But
I think it would
also,
have to be-
40 nuggets and a small fry. Dog, your priorities are insane.
It's got to be dipped in something. You know, there's got to
Let
be
me
something
get
else.
40 nuggets and then I'm watching my calories. Let me get a small
Let me get a small fry.
And yeah, and okay, well, that's the worst thing I've ever heard. Yeah.
I read it. I needed other people to have heard what
40
was in
nuggets
my
is,
brain.
that's a lot of chicken nuggets to consume, dude.
Right?
Yeah.
That's a lot of chicken nuggets to put in your body. And to have that be like the order, like your order,
yeah.
is crazy.
Um,
Could you imagine being regular at McDonald's and like
Right.
you walk in and the guy's just like, oh god, here's the 40 nugget guy.
right?
Like get him down. Like
So the other thing that I wanted to mention from this game is it is still insane how much the Vikings are hated. The Thursday night football promo tonight where they were promoting the NFC North and they showed the Packers and Lions and just ignored the Vikings entirely. We're the best team in the North. It's not even close. I don't know what's happening.
we'll see.
Oh my God. Yeah, dude, we're going to hang 28 up on you again, and you're going to cry because, well, we came back and made it close with 12 seconds left. Shut up. It was never close. You never had a shot. You're still not gonna.
Prove
I
it.
don't care.
Prove
Prove it. Look at the game.
What are you talking about? I only look at the box score, brother.
Yeah, and the box
That's
score
right.
shows it wasn't close. until the
I
end of the
look at
game.
If I Google Packers Vikings right now, we'll come up with something that I like. So
Yeah, that you lost? That's what
I'll
it'll
probably
come.
lost though.
The moral victory king over here. All right. You know what the Vikings have? Actual victories. I know that's a rare occurrence for you, but Jesus
And
Christ.
we have 11 wins.
Yeah,
What are
and
you
we have
talking about?
13. Hear how that's more.
You know, how many did they have the year they lost to Daniel Jones? The 13-2? It's the same team.
No,
it's
it's
the
not.
same team. It's
If-
over.
Except we have the best defense in football right now.
Brian Flores has just been Ed Downtown disguised the whole time.
That would be insane, because we should be
He's gonna
talking
pull-
about how he became incredible.
He's gonna pull the disguise off.
I think that is the second conversation we should be having if Ed Donatel is disguised as Brian Flores.
That's
Yeah.
true.
Let me make sure I'm not talking out of my ass after
That's
there.
true. No, you are
'Cause
not.
Ed
You are not.
Donatel is a white man.
Yeah, an old white man.
So-
Yes.
Two conversations are coming, and neither of them are good.
Neither of them are good.
That's
Well,
the moral
if you're
of the
talking
story.
about Ed Donatel, it's not a good conversation at all. Can we talk about another weird media thing? Bills 24, Patriots 21. Why does Josh Allen's interception not count, apparently?
Because he's
It
the
does.
MVP.
No, they
and
tried to
they're-
erase it. They showed the stat line after the game. They showed Drake May's interception, but they didn't. CBS or whatever channel this was on, they showed their stats next to each other. They just deleted Josh Allen's interception, but kept Drake May's. They were trying
see
to
what-
erase it.
Did you see what the NFL and CBS tweeted after the pick?
It wasn't
So
a
is the
tweet. It was
people
on the show,
on-
like on TV.
No, did you see what they tweeted after
Oh no!
they tweeted after that so because the pick got pinned like to 5, and the NFL and CBS tweeted out literally.
Oh, yeah,
the
nice
official
arm
tweeted
punt.
out,
Yeah.
Josh Allen pins the Patriots deep with an arm punt on 3rd down. Like unbelievable narrative pushing
Dude,
from the NFL.
it's
here.
ridiculous. I no
Crazy.
longer want Josh Allen to win a game. Like, the dick writing is worse than anyone has ever done for Mahomes. It's ridiculous.
You know what? Here's what I'll say. To help start this narrative of ignoring Josh Allen being good, I will say Drake May is very good.
Yeah, Drake May was
He
fucking
is a
awesome.
very Drake May is going to be a phenomenal quarterback in the NFL.
I hate that we might have to have this conversation. Is Kayshon Boutte good?
I think he might be, and not that I want him to be, but I think he might be.
I think he might be.
Douglas is really good. He's dynamic.
Yeah.
They can run the football. The
Love
Patriots
Pop Douglas.
have got something. I don't know if Mayo's the guy to do it for
No.
him, but they've got something.
He is not.
They got something in May. They got something in the run game. The defense is scrappy.
And that's all on
I don't know.
that's all on him though.
And
So
yeah, so I don't know if they're gonna fire Mayo after this year, give him one more year and see what happens. Who knows? But I doubt they'd fire him. They don't really do that. But who knows? But yeah, the Patriots played really well considering the odds.
Yeah.
On the road in Buffalo against a team fighting for the 1 seed, kept it within 4. Yeah. Good game for the Patriots. This is the perfect loss for the Patriots.
Yeah.
Drake made a really good game.
Mr.
Keep it close with the Bills.
Moral victory over here.
true, dude. He is
Is this not a
Mr.
good
Moral
loss?
Victory.
Okay, is this not a
No,
good
it
loss
is.
for them?
No, it is,
Patriots-
but like
what-
still.
It is. It's just
This
funny
is-
that you're the one making that comment. I do
Where?
want to say that
I'll just kill myself.
in
No,
regards
no,
to the Josh
no.
Allen graphic. In regards to the Josh Allen graphic, have we considered that there was maybe a typo?
Okay,
No.
Brett, call
Have
me.
we
No,
considered-
Whatever.
because you didn't
That
put
just
0
messed up.
interceptions. You just didn't put. They just didn't include it, but they included interceptions for May. That's not a typo. That's a deliberate
Okay.
decision because you
Could've
changed
been
the
a
entire line.
Typo.
That's not a typo. A typo would be having it as
Could've been a
0 or
typo.
10 interceptions. They chose to not put it on there. And then this is also the same company that chose to make the tweet saying it was an arm punt. They were trying to
No,
erase it.
that
It was
was
erasure.
dumb.
It's
That
just
That was dumb. That was dumb.
it's just narrative
That was
pushing,
very
and I
dumb.
don't want to hear
Tweet.
it. It's just
Listen,
narrative pushing,
the
and I don't
graphic
want to
was
hear it.
probably made by some unpaid intern.
No,
The
it
poor guy
wasn't. Those don't
probably did
exist.
it on accident.
Those don't exist. Social media
They don't
managers are
exist,
getting
brother.
paid like church unpaid interns don't count. You're just doing that for the love of the game or the love of your God, whichever way you want to put
I'm
it.
not an intern anymore. Leave me alone.
I'm just saying, there's a real world where it was just a typo and that person
It wasn't. And
messed up and they're
that
very,
person-
very sorry, and I'm definitely not that person.
And if it was a typo, we should just fire that person because they're stupid.
What if Miller's behind this? He's secretly been working for CBS for
Those are the
years.
options. Either it was a typo and you're an idiot, or it was narrative pushing and you're an idiot. Either way, I hate you.
It's so
Or it was
rude.
Miller and he was just
No,
trying to be
because
funny.
it-
Haha.
It's not that hard to
Except
type
you messed
numbers
something up
correctly.
at your job, I'm throwing you under the bus.
Please do.
Except
mess
you mess
up
at
all
your
the
job,
time.
I'm throwing you under the bus.
I mess
That's
up at
fine.
my job
Hey,
all the time.
Exactly.
And, no,
Exactly.
but
Hey,
Miller,
if this,
you've been there. No,
if
stop,
this episode
stop,
isn't up by 10 a.m. Eastern on both platforms, you're getting crucified.
stop.
It's
'Cause
over.
Here's the thing. Here's the thing, boys.
You better click schedule.
When I mess up at my job, literally everyone makes fun of me and treats me like shit for it. Have you been in one of my Twitch streams? You two do the same
No.
thing. You guys are part of it. Stop.
You don't mess up in your streams, at least not that I see.
All the time, dude.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
can't
but
Very
fucking
serious
talk.
conversations happening in those streams.
Oh, dude, very serious.
Very serious conversations.
serious.
English Steven.
Okay.
I'm sorry, you sure? Anyway.
Moving on. What is next? I'm lost. Oh, good.
The
Jaguars
and
Raiders. Mac Jones isn't a real quarterback. Maybe Aiden O'Connell good again. I don't know.
Not again. Stop this. You said the Jaguars. Stop it.
We're not. The fucking Aiden O'Connell hype train over here.
Yeah.
I don't get why why Miller hates him so much. He wouldn't even let a good word be
'Cause
spoken
he's
about
not
it.
good. He's not good.
He got
He's
some
bad.
vendetta against him.
Yeah, because he isn't good. My vendetta is that he isn't good.
I don't know.
Brock Bowers is really good, sadly.
He was the best
but
quarterback
he
in
is
this
a kid
game,
on
so
the
ha 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 ha.
You what?
What?
I said
What
he
did-
was the
what did you
best
say?
quarterback in this game.
Who
Ha, ha,
was?
ha. Aiden O'Connell.
How was that? Oh.
Where's his touchdown?
Okay, dude.
Wait, did the Raiders win? I didn't know.
Oracle Jones
Yeah.
threw one.
The
The
Raiders,
Raiders
won.
won, didn't they?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
It was
Yeah,
19
they tanked
to
their draft
14.
stock. They tanked their
Yeah.
draft stock by winning.
Aiden
Completely.
O'Connell isn't hip with the tank, so he's the worst.
Yeah, Aiden O'Connell ruined the tank single-handedly.
Because he actually plays football. I'm sorry. I mean, they could have tanked. They could have just left Desmond Ritter starting for them.
Well, no,
'Cause
because they didn't
Aiden's
get
playing
like,
hurt, dude.
investigated.
Aiden O'Connell is playing hurt. Like, actually.
Yeah, but like
They
if
could-
they left Red,
No.
Warrior.
if
He's
they
not.
left-
He's
Warrior.
not ready to play. Like, he's ready to play, but he's not fully healthy. You could totally get away with just running Ritter because he's not fully healthy. They chose to go with the better quarterback and try to win games. The Raiders never were tanking
crazy. Yeah, because Dum Dum's trying to save his job. even
because
though it's a
Aiden
lost
O'Connell, the
cause.
GOAT. No.
No, their coach is a
Uh,
moron. He's
we got to
not
keep
hip with the
moving.
tank, man.
None of these games really matter. Dolphins 29, Niners 17. Dolphins aren't a real team. Brock Purdy's not a real quarterback. Debo Samuel shouldn't exist.
What are you giggling about?
Just the fact that
Jake,
they're
what are
not
you
bad.
giggling
I
about?
love it. I love how I don't even care that they're injured. I don't care.
He's a
don't
Niners
care.
hater.
I am, dude. They've tormented me for
Yeah,
years.
Well,
That's fair.
There was
I was gonna
okay.
say,
My
you can
19th
hate them right
birthday.
now,
I
but
was
you
in
can
Chicago.
never- They can't
What, Miller?
unwin those games in the playoffs.
Can't unbeat you.
So even if they're
My
bad right now,
ninth-
it doesn't
okay,
matter.
My 19th birthday, when I was living in Chicago for school, I was going to go to I would have had tickets to Lambeau for the Packers NFC Championship game. All they had to do was beat the 49ers, and they were heavily favored over the divisional round. They're having a bye, and then the 49ers waltz into Lambeau and the snow and beat them and crush my soul. I'm so happy that they're bad, and I hope they never are good again.
Valid.
Simple.
Moving on. Dallas 26, Bucks 24. Is Cooper Rush better than Dak Prescott? The people are asking.
Is Cooper Rush better than
No
Baker
one is
Mayfield?
asking.
People are asking.
No, actually, Twitter
Is Cooper
has
Rush the
asked.
best quarterback in football?
Twitter has also asked that.
Twitter has also asked if Hitler wasn't actually that bad. So,
That's
like, do we
fair.
really want to listen to what they're
I didn't-
asking?
No, that's fair.
Okay, so
Twitter
here's the thing.
definitely has. Honestly,
This was
Elon
a
crazy
probably
game,
asked
dude.
that.
His Twitter.
Allegedly.
Exactly.
Was he
I add
really
allegedly, it's not defamation.
this is again. I mean, this was a crazy crazy
There's,
game.
there's
Lots
another
of-
TikTok
Good
clip.
game.
Lots of dumb turnovers. Lots of Yeah, somehow Jalen McMillan not catching that touchdown pass from Baker Mayfield and getting it ripped away by whoever that was for that pick. I don't know. But the Cowboys, I mean, the Buccaneers lose a crucial game. Probably the Don Wilson or something. But
Jordan Lewis.
Yeah, the Bucks
yeah.
don't control their own destiny anymore. Pretty tough.
nope, the Falcons got to lose. They got to get the Falcons to lose this week.
And then the actual least interesting game of last week, Packers 34, Saints 0. I love the bad
Saints
things
are so
happening for the
bad.
Saints. I love it. It makes me happy.
It's so sweet to see the Saints downfall like this.
It's also so
I'm very
tough because,
happy
like,
about
I
it.
wanted to hate watch this game, and it got out of hand so early. I turned it off. I was
It didn't
bored.
even. They didn't have any movement for a second, dude. They didn't show any signs of life the entire. I don't know, dude. I'm gonna try to keep my thoughts concise. Josh Jacobs, oh my god, I love him so much. I am so happy he's a Green Bay Packer. Yeah, I mean his juke move is like top 3 in the NFL, dude. He's so quick. He's so good. He's got a nice stiff arm to him now. I don't know if that was a thing in Vegas. Maybe it wasn't. I wasn't paying attention. He's got a really nice stiff arm to him now. Yeah, Packers. I mean, the Saints D line is so bad, dude. Like, Jordan Love could have sat in the grass and counted to 15 and then stood back up and thrown a pass, like literally every time he dropped back. Packers offensive line is good, but the Niners defensive line had nothing.
Saints defensive line, but yes, helping.
Yeah, the Saints defensive line had nothing. Yeah, and I mean they don't have any corners other than Alontae Taylor had some nice plays. It was over from the start, dude. The Packers just completely dominated them, and that was expected, and that's what they should have done. 34-0 against that team. Any other result, I would have been pretty upset. Yeah, Rattler's terrible, dude. Rattler is he's
But
not
I
the
thought
dude.
he was better than Caleb.
I wanted Hater to get put in so bad just to see what would have happened.
But I thought
But
he was
it
better
wouldn't
than
do it.
Caleb. What happened? What happened?
I don't remember.
I
don't remember saying
love that guy being so wrong. I hate him so much.
Right.
Yeah, but Rattler is so bad, and they didn't have any wide receivers. Just I don't even know who the leading receiver was in this game. I don't have the stats pulled up. I think it probably was Juwan Johnson,
No.
maybe. Is that
Keep trying.
Was it Calvin Austin Jr.
No.
or whatever his name is?
Nope, try again.
Cedric Wilson,
Nope, try again.
Kendra Miller.
Nope, try again.
Dude, I don't remember.
He has been
I
like one of their best players all year. It seems like he's always getting targeted. What?
MVS?
No.
Didn't even play.
What are you talking about?
Saints
I
leading
zoned out
receiver,
for a
make a
second.
guess.
What's Streak trying to guess? Oh, it's Foster Moreau.
Oh,
He's
yeah.
always their leading receiver. He's the GOAT.
I don't remember him catching that many balls, but I guess it doesn't matter.
Well,
'cause they probably
he
had, like,
caught
nothing but
2,
good
Dante
passing yards
Pettis
total.
caught 2, Jawan Johnson caught 2. It was a lot of 2s. And then their most receptions was Jordan Mims with 5.
Yeah, he was that little running back they tried to make Alvin Kamara. It
Didn't
did
work.
not work.
Did not work.
Nope.
It did not work.
But yeah, it was a very comfortable game. It's good. I needed a game like this to prepare me for the mental distress that will come on Sunday against the Vikings.
Yeah.
I needed a
I'm
game
not-
like this where I could just sit there and turn my brain off and just watch the Packers score over and over again.
I'm not really that excited for Sunday. I cannot lie.
Also, dude, okay. I don't know if it's because he's a Packer and they can develop QBs, Malik Willis is dude. He might not be that bad, bro. He had a, he whipped a
Miller's face.
dude. He whipped a dime to Reed on the last drive. I don't know. Maybe it's just because you step foot in Lambeau and something changes. But that dude, I don't know. 2-0 as a starter.
So Jake, you can't write down our picks, so you're gonna have to go back and watch every episode and make sure you get the picks.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
you know what
he
I'm
lied to
gonna
us
do?
and didn't get them counted up.
No. Actually, I made a deliberate decision not to. I have a pitch, and this is my pitch. Either I promise you I will have them all by next week for week 18, or I will present the winner without us knowing who it is at like the little award show we're gonna do in January for all the NFL stuff.
Oh,
Let's
interesting.
do
Those
that.
are my
Yeah, let's do that.
those are
That's
my
cooler.
pitches.
That's cool.
Because I had an idea throughout the week where I would just add it up right before the award show and just announce it. I mean, obviously Deke knows what he is because he tracks us on that.
Well, I know
But,
what my stats are, but I don't know if that's like way worse than you guys, way better, exactly the same. I have no clue.
Yeah, so we will announce who won the picks at the little RTN award show we're going to do after the regular season. But yeah, if somebody else could write down picks for today, that'd be good.
Miller, will you write them for him?
Yeah, I'm just gonna send him in the thing.
That works.
That works.
Yeah, that works. All right. So we'll start with the 3 games that have already happened. There will be no discussion because they're already over. But Chiefs, Steelers, I picked the Chiefs.
I also was taking the Chiefs.
I went for the underdog and failed.
Yeah.
But I did pick the Ravens, so
I think it was a Ravens
I
clean
got that
sweep. I think we got the queen
It
sweep
was.
there. Yeah.
And then I didn't say it in the chat, but I
Maybe
have to
one
pick the
pick,
Seahawks.
one
I'm not
pick
going to pick the Bears.
Yep. I assumed because it was against the Bears. And the only time you ever are allowed to root for a division rival is if it helps your own team.
And if they're playing the
So wait,
Lions.
Jake,
Or that.
you went Steelers Ravens, right?
For the 3 games that have already happened, I went Steelers, Ravens, Seahawks.
And I went Chiefs, Ravens,
Right.
Seahawks.
And then Chiefs, Ravens, Seahawks.
Yep.
Okay.
Cool. All right. Moving on to the
I
first
obviously
games that
went with the
matter.
Bears.
Yes. Sorry. Yes. Then moving on to the first games that matter. Saturday, we've got Chargers at Patriots.
Chargers.
Chargers.
Then we've got one with actual playoff implications. The Broncos could seal their playoff spot, or they could probably lose it. Broncos at Bengals.
Bengals.
Miller
I'm
froze.
going Broncos.
He's going Broncos.
Broncos.
I'm going Bengals. So
Mercy.
2 Bengals and a Bronco.
I trust defense. I'm banking on defense.
I trust quarterback. And yes, the Broncos defense is better, but Bo Nix is more likely to throw it to a Bengal than Joe Burrow is likely to throw it to a Bronco. So then we've got Cardinals at Rams.
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 Queen sweep. All right, moving on to Sunday. We've got another gross game. Titans at Jaguars.
Titans.
Titans.
Titans, I guess.
Defense is good enough to stop Mac Jones, I think.
I think so. And I actually genuinely don't think the Jaguars
Yeah, but I don't
defense
like
is
picking the Titans.
fair, but I don't think the Jaguars defense can stop Mason Rudolph. So
And the Jaguars defense isn't as good as the Colts, and the Colts almost let Mason Rudolph come back
Right.
from 30 down. So
yep. Then we've got this one got flexed, but it still shows up early. Packers Vikings.
Packers.
Vikings. Miller.
Vikings, I guess.
Interesting. Okay. If the Vikings win, I'm going to convince Miller to do the skull chant with me next week. Let's go. Well, because if the Vikings win, that means we actually have a genuine shot at taking out Detroit for the division. And Miller's so down for that. So I might be able to convince him to do the skull chant. Let's go. Moving on. Panthers at Bucks.
Bucks.
Panthers.
I'm taking the Bucks. The playoffs are on the line. I can't.
I think they get them. I think they get them this time.
That'd be
Overtime
cool.
the first
But,
game, then they get them this time.
that'd be cool, but I don't know. That first time the
Panthers.
Bucks didn't have Mike Evans.
That's
So, then we've
J.C.
got
Horn.
Colts at Giants.
For the playoffs on the line, for that matter.
True. Colts
Colts, I
at
guess.
Giants. I'm taking the Colts.
Colts, I guess. Yeah, that's a
Nobody
stinky one.
seems excited.
The
Another
stinky one.
doo-doo stinky game. Raiders at Saints.
Raiders.
I'm taking the Raiders also, and I'm praying that Derek Carr plays and becomes the first guy to lose to 32 teams. That's so funny.
I'm
I
gonna
need it.
say Saints.
Bro's just trying to be different. He believes in Spencer Rattler for no reason.
Yeah. Actively trying to be different. Yes.
Yeah.
They both are horrible. So
Yeah. Then we've got Jets at Bills.
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 Bills. Though Devontae's probably going to have 203 tuds just for fun again.
Yeah, and they'll lose like 49-20.
Yeah. Then we've got Miami at Cleveland. Miami's winning by
Miami.
50.
Fence.
Dolphins.
Miami could also sneak their way into a playoff spot, and that's so funny.
That would be quite epic.
Then we've got Cowboys at Eagles.
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 Clean sweep, Eagles.
I don't give a fuck who their quarterback is.
Yeah, they're gonna beat the Cowboys.
If they don't, real conversations need to be had. I don't care who the quarterback is. If you lose to the Cowboys, it's a problem.
The Eagles
Yeah,
lose
real
up by
conversations need to be had about how underrated Jalen Hurts has become.
No, well, that was already a conversation.
Sure, we can just turn this into Jalen Hurts prop if they lose.
It should.
Yeah,
It already should be.
exactly.
Last week should be all we need for Jalen Hurts prop because everybody said, well, anybody could quarterback the Eagles well. No, they can't. It's only Jalen. Well, it's not only Jalen, but like
This would be the icing on the cake.
true.
Losing to Cooper Rush, yes sir.
And here's what will help the Bucks either way, probably Falcons at Commanders. Give me the commies.
Commanders.
Yeah, Commanders.
Good Sunday night game.
And then Monday Night Football, we've got Detroit at San Fran.
Niners.
I hope you're right, but give me Detroit.
Give me the Niners.
Honestly, part of me doesn't believe it, but
Yeah.
I'm here for the narrative if it happens.
I think the way they win is Garendo comes back and goes for like 200. And it's that line.
Have you seen
So.
the take that I've seen a lot of people have that the Vikings and Lions are guaranteed to win because the NFL is trying to rig it for an interesting Week 18 game?
I would hate that.
That has been the narrative.
That'd be
But
the worst
I can
possible.
guarantee everyone something, and the boys will agree. They've seen how the media talks about the Vikings. The NFL isn't rigging anything for Minnesota. I promise. I
Yeah, right.
promise, dude. That's
Yeah,
not happening.
If anything, they're both going to lose.
Right.
No, they can't both lose. Well,
They could this week. They could both lose
well
this
yeah, I
week.
know I'm saying, but I'm saying in order for the Vikings to not get the 1 seed, the
Oh,
Lions
yeah.
need to win.
So I promise the NFL isn't rigging it for an interesting Week
Well,
18
if they
game.
both lose, isn't it still a Week 18
yeah.
decides it?
Yes.
Oh, so it could go either way. As long as they're not different,
Right,
it goes
yeah.
to Week 18.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I guess
Okay.
if they both lose, we can still have the rigged conversation, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's goofy. People on Twitter hurt my soul. Just people, because it's not just Twitter people. It's not just fake people who believe the NFL is rigged. Genuine humans believe this. And it's
Yeah.
insane.
If you're a fantasy football player, you're aware
Oh
that
my
the championship week is this week.
Oh,
and we are in the darkest timeline of the Run the
Dude,
North League.
no,
It's either Grayson or Hammy
We
who's
do-
going to come away with the trophy.
I have one
and I
thing
am
to say.
so distraught.
Jalen
I'm
Hurts,
so
I
distraught.
hate you. Getting a concussion. Jalen Hurts cost me that league. I almost beat Grayson with 1 point from my quarterback.
I'm distraught about
I'm
the
pissed.
fact that one of those two is going to hold the trophy this year.
Sam Darnold's about to
Oh,
win
Grayson.
Grayson a championship, and that hurts my soul.
But hey,
Oh, Grayson.
I'm going
Yeah.
to speak for the show. I think we are unanimously in support of the Duck for this one.
Yeah.
I don't think anyone's going to push back on that one.
Yeah.
So we're hoping Grayson comes away with a win on this one.
Slinging
And hopefully we
Sammy's
get
going to get him a
this one.
championship, man.
But yeah, that I believe is our show. Yeah, we hope you guys all had a good
Oh,
Christmas.
wait.
You're still posting that? Yeah.
Speaking of fantasy football, for the first time ever in my Dynasty League, it is not me versus Jake for the championship. Steven beat
this
him.
is the first year.
Steven beat him.
This is the first year in the Geeks Dynasty League that I'm not going to win it, which is okay.
I am
because we
still
decided
going to
that every
lose to
year-
a Packers
Hey,
fan, and I hate
Because
it.
we decided that every single time I win the Geeks Dynasty League, the Chiefs win the Super Bowl, which means
Ooh, that's
Chiefs are going to
true.
win the Super Bowl.
Chiefs
this
are
year.
not winning the
This is-
Super Bowl.
This
It's
is
fact.
Lamar Josh Allen's year. But yeah,
Fact.
we hope you guys had a Merry Christmas. We hope you guys had a good time spending your holiday, however you spend it. If you're listening on Spotify, be sure to give us a rating and review. If you're on YouTube, like, comment, subscribe, do all that fun stuff. We will see you guys next time.
Bye.